it's funny. We were like just talking about that dude who kisses the microphone. The thing is with that, it's like I never knew that they were aware of it. Like I thought it would just happen, and like people were like, "What the hell was that?" Be like, "What are you talking about?" It's like I know that people know that they have Tourette's, but like I didn't know that they were like actually aware of it, like when they're doing it.
Because typically they're not. That's the thing. To be
It's weird.
self-aware, you would think you would, I don't know, strive to try to be different, but maybe that's just me.
I don't know. I mean, like it's like I get that it's an impulse that it just happens.
Oh, it's an impulse.
It's an impulse.
Dude, it's just so silly. Like, because he doesn't just do it. He's got to do.
Yeah, it's like the face he makes when he does it
He looks
too.
like fucking Tiny from House of a Thousand Corpses or whatever his name was.
Yeah, he does. He does look like
He's got that same head. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? He wore a mask in
Yeah.
that, but I mean that actor who rest in
Yes,
peace.
yeah.
Was all deformed because he was
wasn't he
giant.
also in Gerald's Game?
He might have been. I never seen Gerald's Game.
Oh, okay.
What is Gerald's Game?
Gerald's Game, it was. I mean, I never read the book. I never read the story, but like it was, this woman and her husband, like they go away to this like I can't remember. I think it was like a cabin or like a house, like out in the middle of nowhere,
Right.
and they're trying to like respark their like marriage, their love, whatever. Again, it's been
their romance.
Yeah, and it's been a while since I've seen it, and Carla Gugino, gorgeous woman.
Oh, she played the mom in Spy Kids?
I believe so. I never saw Spy Kids,
She was
but
a hot mom
I think it was
in
yeah.
that.
Oh, she's dude.
Gorgeous woman.
She's been acting since she was a kid,
Right.
and like but yeah, she's gorgeous. So anyway, what happens is they decide to like spice things up. they he does the whole thing where he
Throw a little chili oil in that pussy.
Yeah, does a little handcuffs her to the bed,
bitch,
and he
just get her in there. I don't know, just one of those.
He dies while he's on top of her.
Oh, does he? Is she like a Black Widow? Does she eat him?
No, but she's tied up. She's handcuffed.
Yeah, but I feel like a pussy would eat him if someone consume him.
No, the whole movie is her like just
trying to deal with that situation, like trying to escape.
Trying to deal with the situation, trying to figure out a way to get out, like kind of hallucinating, just going like a little nuts, just
So just out of curiosity, how long is she through the tenure of the movie? Like how long is she apparently trapped underneath him?
I'm trying to remember. I think she's stuck there for days.
Days?
Like she's just
Ooh, see, at that point, that's when the body starts to rot. Like it starts swelling.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see. Like I think she was able to like. Yeah, I think she was able to like kick him off of her or whatever. But
before like the vomit and all the.
Yeah, I think so.
Because the body releases everything at a certain point.
Yeah, see, it's been a while since I've seen it, so like I don't fully remember the movie. Didn't read the book, so I can't do the whole. Well, the book was actually better.
Yeah,
because if you read the book,
back to those people,
you'll understand that
terrible
this didn't really happen.
It reminds me of fucking like Lane Staley. Remember when they found because he was dead for like what, a month?
Yeah, dude. Oh,
so like,
God,
can you imagine with like a body after like a week, the body will start. Within a week, it'll start like the internal workings. First it expels everything, and then like stuff starts building up. So imagine finding someone that was as gaunt and cadaverous and as gone as Lane Staley, and fucking just you find like a month.
Yeah, dude. I remember. Yeah, I remember when they were talking. When they were talking about that on the radio, and I was just like, "Oh my God, Lane Staley, man!" And it's crazy too, because like I just got the 30th anniversary of the self-titled album on.
Oh,
vinyl.
did you?
Yeah.
Did you crack into it, or did you just have it?
Not yet. I just got it like a day ago.
Okay.
I just got it like a day or two ago, and it's funny because I was actually going to have it up here, put it up here, but I was like worried that it might fall.
Yeah.
So I put up
Safety
the WSQK collection, Rockin' Robin, Stranger Things.
Dude,
I was like, if that one falls, it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
I have four of them. I have four of them, so
it's expendable. Dude, what's that from? Safety First, Sean.
Oh, Safety First, Sean. I don't know.
No, doesn't ring a bell.
Shaun of the Dead, maybe. I don't know.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
Well, you said the name Sean.
I know,
so it's
but
like
it's one of those things. Either know or you don't.
Well,
The
It was a
name
good
may or
guess.
may
I've
not.
seen that movie numerous times, and I just can't remember that. All I remember is "You've Got Red on You."
Yeah. Okay, so I haven't seen the movie in years, but back when I watched it, I had a DVD. I watched it literally like I don't know. I just like I had it like 1,000 times. I fucking love that. I love
I
yeah.
Yeah, I have seen that movie numerous times, and it's just like for some reason I just that doesn't. I mean, like I remember. See, like I forget the actor's name too. Old Harry Potter, like
Oh
the
yeah,
dude that was like the dude that the dude that was in
he
love with his
is old Harry
girlfriend.
Potter. He's Harry Potter if he was never special. No
Yeah, he
lightning
was.
bolt,
Yeah,
no magic, no
exactly. And
Hermione,
just
no
a
Ron.
fucking just a
Just a
dipshit.
regular,
But he
plain
played
old like piece of white bread with mayonnaise.
but he played that part so well
He
though.
did. You hated
You know what I
him.
mean?
Like when he
Yeah,
got
but
killed, when he got bitten, I was like, good, bye.
oh, and then they tore his body
What was his
apart.
name?
Like
Because I remember his girlfriend, like, she kept saying to him, like, stop it. What? Oh, fuck. See,
I can't
this is
remember.
where not watching it for so long is.
Right, and that's the thing. It was so funny how he was like pining over Sean's girlfriend
Oh, dude, he was
when
obsessed with
like,
her.
but his girlfriend was like, his girlfriend was pretty too. Like
I
she
actually
was,
my personal opinion, I liked her more than the
yeah.
main
I
one.
mean, she was a gorgeous girl, and I'm like, dude, like you're a fucking nerd, and you got this hottie over here, and you're pining
How's that
over a
feel?
girl who's already, yeah, you're pining over this girl who's already got a guy, even though like in your eyes, Sean's a fucking loser. It's like, dude, he just, you know what I mean? It's like, how's one like
Dude,
loser gonna,
you, when,
fight another loser for a girl?
when you are Where's Waldo and Harry Potter's love child, you take what you can get. Take what you can get, mate.
I know, man. It's so funny when you watch
Stop
these movies.
reaching. Everybody's so Icarian, like they just want to like keep flying too high.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's so funny when you watch these movies and like there are these girls who are like good girls in the movie, whether they're good looking or not, with like dipshits.
Always.
Now I don't mean but I don't even mean like the kind of dipshit in like Wedding Crashers where Rachel McAdams was with what's his name? Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
And Bradley
No,
Cooper was like that.
but he was
You
like,
know,
he's not as dipshitty. It's more douchebaggy. Like that's
right.
yeah.
Exactly. And I don't even mean that because that like I get because like those guys are very assertive. They're very like sure of themselves.
Very
and, like,
broy, very like
exactly.
fraternity
But
type of guy.
yeah, but it's also the confidence that like, gets the girls
Gets
like
'em.
interested because it's like, yo, you're putting out this confidence, you're showing that you know what you want, you know what you like, and it's like, yeah, that's cool with me. But then you get like a dipshit like this guy with a good-looking girlfriend, and it's like, I get it. You don't have to be
Waldo
like a
Potter.
gorgeous dude to get a gorgeous girl, and vice versa. It's all personality.
Dude, it
Just
reminds me of my fucking old chem teacher. He used to say "versy vicey." He couldn't say it right, so
oh my god.
and we laughed. We'd laugh at it as a class, but he would always say like that was his weak point. Like that was Achilles' heel was if you had to say vice versa, vice versa, versy
Well, here's an
vicey.
idea. Don't fucking say it.
Don't ever come up
But
to a point of saying it.
right, but I mean, it's like you could be a dipshit, you could be a nerd, you could find a girl, and I'm single. Just throwing that out there if anybody actually is listening, and just get
just throwing it out there.
just throwing it out there,
Just throw that hook out there with that little bait.
Well, this can't be William Wallace. I'm much prettier than this man. Dude, for real though, what the hell are you drinking? What is that?
Okay, so I have my gray coffee, but it's cold. And I also bought, so at the Asian market, they have one of these.
Mr. Brown.
So it's not bad. It's, just a little can. It's cold.
Oh, it's a cappuccino iced coffee.
So they have a three. I think one is just like a plain black coffee. Then this one.
Okay.
And then I think there was one more flavor. But I was just looking at it before, and there's actually a warning on this. Warning. This product can expose you to chemicals. Yeah. Oh, okay. Bisphenol A. BPA. This has got BPA lining on it because the Asians don't care.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not. It's Mr. Brown, not Dr. Brown, not the Dr. Brown, not Dr. Brown's celery soda, Dr. Brown's black cherry.
Dude, my uncle.
It's Mr. Brown. It's his cousin.
Stuff, man. He always used to drink it. What up, squirt? He'd be like, get some Dr. Brown's.
It's Dr. Brown's twin brother.
His twin, yeah, his bisphenol brother,
Yeah.
Mr. Brown.
But dude, I always liked Dr. Brown's. The celery soda was nasty.
Okay, so I love root beer. I love root sodas. Like I love sarsaparilla.
Okay.
I love birch beer if you could find it anywhere. Root beer, of course, is
All right.
more popular. So like I told you many times, I drink a lot of like the probiotic soda, like Poppy and things like that. So Dr. Brown, of course, naturally like. And growing up, we didn't know anything about chemicals and things like that. So, but like you look at it now, it's like it's the same shit. It's literally toilet water, right? High fructose corn syrup, artificial flavoring to mimic root, beer of roots.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just like I look at Dr. Brown. It's like I would love to drink that, but it's still crap. Like it's the same thing, like with Coke,
Yeah.
Pepsi. It's all garbage. Everything under their umbrella is garbage. And if they buy a brand that's good, it will all magically be crap.
Yeah, it'll
So,
become that. Yeah.
That's the only thing. I just like I love the thought of it. Like you can, as a company,
Yeah.
make good products. It's just they choose not to.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more of a fan of the black cherry. I always loved black cherry.
Black cherry is
any kind
good.
of cherry sodas. They're black, like Dr. Brown's black cherry. But dude, years ago, I was with a friend, like this was like when we were like 11, 12, something like that. And he's like, yeah, I want to try it. I always hear people talking about Dr. Brown's celery soda. I'm like, what the hell is that? He's like, I don't know. Let's try it. So we go to the store and they actually had it there. It was like in the 1 liter bottles. And we pick it up. Well, like we're looking at it. It says celery soda. And I'm like, celery soda? Like what? Dude, that's exactly what it was. Celery flavored soda.
Was it any good?
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean,
It
as a
tastes
kid,
exactly-
your tastes are obviously going to be very tempered. Like you're going to like certain things, and you're going to not be as open to it. But celery
Yeah.
soda, why? Is
Yeah,
that a thing?
but I don't know. I mean, because it's like you like celery. I like celery.
I do too. But
But as
soda?
a soda, yeah. I mean, it's like, it's like getting soda flavored Oreos.
but who or like somebody at one point went like this, like a soda, right? Needs celery.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Like,
like
get Dr. Brown.
what? Of all- if anybody could do it, he
He
can.
can. Dr. Brown can help us.
Have you ever tried his black cherry? Amazing. Wait till you try this celery soda that Dr. Brown made.
Dude, it sounds vomitous. Like
And then his brother, Mr. Brown, comes in. He's like, well, I'm going to start my own beverage company.
BPA. BPA it, all of it.
Try my new coffee beverage, brother.
Tastes like plastic. Do you like my celery plastic?
Be careful. There's chemicals inside.
I know, that's why I'm drinking it. Dude.
Well, there's chemicals in mine too.
It sounds,
Cheers, brother.
sounds like two British guys like sitting trying something new on like a fucking park bench. Why?
Exactly.
My word. I taste it too.
Mother said I would never amount to anything, but now I got this great coffee drink in
Eat it,
Japan.
mother. You raggedy ass bitch. Dude, that's fucking great. I could see that.
They sell it in America, but only in the Asian markets.
Dude, it reminds me of Slam and Salmon. It's like, yeah, the candy sounds nasty, but they love it in the Orient. He has the candy bar. He's like salmon, nougat, and more salmon. Yeah, I know, sounds nasty. But they love that fish candy in the Orient. I often wondered when in the Orient why things are so expensive yet so tiny.
Dude, my niece loves going to those markets.
I love it too, dude. I love
Yeah,
the products.
my niece and her father, my brother-in-law, like every time they stop at they come to my parents' house, they're like, all right, we'll be right back. And it's
They go
like,
to
I
the
already
market,
know where they're
right?
going. I already know where they're going.
There's a lot of good stuff because, like, back in PA,
Yeah.
I was in the hole. Like, there was no Asian markets there, obviously, like, understandably.
Right.
But being back here, it's great. So, me and my girlfriend, we go to the market all the time. The only contention I have is a lot of the cool shit you see when it comes to savory stuff. Like whether it comes like the fish type of jerky or even like a tofu jerky or any kind of candies and stuff. Everything has MSG.
Yeah, that's always
And
been
it
like,
sucks.
I'm sure it does.
Soups, everything.
I mean, as good as much as, I mean, I love a tofu jerky as much as the next guy.
You look like a tofu guy. I pegged you as a tofu guy. Come on, don't let that MTV
But
hat lie to you.
but it's the MSG that's going to just totally make me say, you know what? I don't need
Yeah,
it.
this is
I'll pass up. I'll pass up on this tofu this time.
this is not for like MSG TV. This is
Yeah,
Masonic
MSG
TV.
TV. Yeah, I should have a hat made like that with the MTV MSG.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
shit would be hilarious.
That actually, I'm surprised that's not a hat already.
Yeah, it probably is.
You would think that would be.
It probably is. I mean, dude, but then you get those people who can't say MSG. I mean, they can, but they have to say the whole word.
Oh, you
out.
mean the full monosodium glutamate?
Yeah. Yes, just so you know,
They know
that they know what it stands for. It's like, oh, I mean, like I do my best not to eat things with a monosodium glutamate. So it's like, dude, do you think I don't know that that's what MSG stands for? It's like I don't really eat this because it's got monosodium glutamate. I know I'm saying it wrong, but
well,
you know
it,
what I mean.
it adds to the.
I'm
to the
smart,
point.
god damn it! I know words.
I'm related to Dr. Brown. Dude, what I hate about that though is the people
But
that
my dad's Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown, yeah,
Mr. Brown's my
he
dad.
couldn't get the PhD.
But he's got some good coffee.
He's got that BPA gives it flavor. Dude, the MSG people, right? Like, I'll get into arguments with people over it because I talk about how it's negative, and I'm not telling people to not, eat whatever the fuck you want to eat. It's.
Yeah.
I'm just literally simply telling you why I don't eat it, and they go, "Yeah, but it's so good," and I'm like, "Well, that's part of the problem." For those that don't know and are watching this right now, MSG is an excitotoxin. It's a really like aggressive form of salt, and what it does is as you eat it, it tricks your brain into thinking what you're eating tastes really good. So you want more of it and you crave it. And because companies want you to keep buying this shit like crackheads, they load it with MSG. So I'm not saying that Doritos aren't delicious, but they're going to be delicious regardless because they're loaded with MSG. And so it's not a fair comparison. In other words, you're not getting a level playing field. So whenever people sing the praises of items that have MSG, I'm like, well, it's kind of null and void. Like, even if it is good or not, it doesn't matter. You're going to like it anyway.
Well, that Dr. Brown could have learned something in making that celery soda. Put some monosodium glutamate in that Dr. Brown celery soda.
I wouldn't be surprised if it already is in there.
No, dude, I'm kidding.
Does it still exist?
Probably.
Have you seen that at all?
I have no idea. The only Dr. Brown stuff I ever really see is the cream soda, the root beer, and the black cherry, and the diet versions of them.
So with Dr. Brown, I remember my uncle used to drink that, and I loved it back in the day. And I've had it, I think, once, maybe over the last like 10 years, and it's not bad. But I mean, I would guess I consider them a lesser poison than like Coke and Pepsi.
Okay.
But just use real sugar. That's all. Like, my contention is this: if you want something sweet like that, right, just use cane sugar.
Yeah.
Like, drop the fucking high fructose corn syrup. It's garbage.
I see, like, that's the crazy thing too, because when you want to go for like the real sugar, you want to go for the real shit, it's like double the price of what you're paying for the
well, because it's almost
processed
it's
shit.
marketing upcharges, because now they're going, it's like you do that circle, that it's that I call it like the circle of stupidity, where it's like you build up a product, right, and you make it horrible, and then you go back to the basics, but because you're going back to the basics and everybody's familiarized with the way it was, you're making it seem like it's some revolutionary thing. Like, so it's not like it's revelational. Like, they're going back to regular, sugar. And it's like, so now we have to upcharge it.
Oh, dude, it's like Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts used to be all no frosting, like without the icing on the front. Yeah, it used to just be the Pop-Tart with the fruit inside. Yeah. And then then they were like, hey, try the new frosted Pop-Tarts. And it's like, oh, cool. More sugar.
Yeah.
So you try them out. It's like, oh, these are really good. And then it just became that, to the point where it was like the frosted ones became like the regular ones, and they had to put a label on the ones that weren't frosted, unfrosted Pop-Tarts. It's like, dude, those are just Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. Those are just
You know what I mean? Dude, and to be honest, like, when I find unfrosted Pop-Tarts, like, I'll buy them. Like, I love unfrosted. Yeah, I love unfrosted Pop-Tarts, especially blueberry, strawberry, and cherry. Delicious.
Dude, I love the cinnamon brown sugar one.
Dude, I have a box.
Do you have
I
a
have
box?
I have the double box, like the box of like what are they like the 8-pack.
Yeah,
So there's 16 Pop Tarts in there.
yeah.
Haven't opened it yet. It was on sale. It was like $5 for the 8-pack. I was like, yes.
I,
I love the brown sugar cinnamon one. It's fantastic. But I remember back when they did start doing the frosted ones, there were so many other flavors that they don't do nowadays. Like I remember the peanut butter and jelly.
they
Like
made
it
a
was
peanut butter
so
jelly one.
there was a peanut butter and jelly one, and it was so good. It was terrible. Or no, it was so
Terribly,
bad. It
like
was
yeah,
good.
so yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was like it was one of those things that like you don't know why you can't stop eating them.
8 packets later, like it's just like they're all over
Yeah,
the floor,
yeah,
strewn about.
exactly. No, but they those were really good. Like the fudge ones, I think they still make them, but the fudge ones were dope. It had like the chocolate pastry with the chocolate frosting with the little white dots that no one knows what the hell that was.
Yeah, it's better not ask.
Like,
Just eat them.
yeah, exactly. It's like you know what? It's fudgy.
It's
Let's just let's just eat these
it's
fudgy
fudgy.
Pop Tarts. It's fudgy. It's so
Fudgy.
warm and fudgy. Dude, I wonder if people like even toast their Pop Tarts anymore.
Do people know how to toast things?
That's a good question. Because people like will eat out all the time. They go to if you go to like a bagel shop or like a deli or whatever, it's like how do they toast the bread? They put on that little conveyor belt,
Oh yeah,
goes through slowly
the
and
tanning
slides
tanning
down.
booth
Yeah.
thing. Just like
So it's like somebody who sees that all the time might go to a store and see a regular like 2-slot toaster and be like, "What the hell is that? That's not a toaster.
dude, it reminds me of the like you go to
Where's the conveyor belt? You know, how does this slide? Where does it slide out from?"
when you go to 7-Eleven and the hot dogs that are just sweating on those rolling pins, like they're just,
Yes.
just
Dude,
like,
and
oh,
there's
that
only
looks
one
good.
thing. There's only one thing that comes to mind when I'm looking at that shit. Delicious. And I need I need 2 of them because it's 2 for $5. You can't
Gotta
just have one.
more.
You gotta have more. You know, I remember when I when I worked at a 7-Eleven, and
Oh
it was
yeah, you
like
got firsthand experience.
yeah, yeah, well, dude, because, like, the fat hot dogs, you know how they had, like, the
The big
bump
boys,
ones?
right? Whatever they call them.
Yeah, and it's like they had, like, the bigger bun for them, and it was potato bread.
Dude,
I
potato bread
fucking love
rocks.
potato bread.
Fuck
It
yeah.
does, man. So, that's why I would always go sometimes I would even get, like, the small one and put it in the big bun because I just love
Just for the
potato
hell of it,
bread.
yeah. Just put
But have you
2.
ever yeah.
Fill in the gap.
Have you ever had
Double glizzy.
have you ever I mean, you don't strike me as the type of person who would ever try the the, uh, the burger roll, like it was basically a hamburger in the shape of a hot dog.
Really?
Yeah, it was a 7-Eleven thing. It was like basically a bacon cheeseburger
Mm,
rolled into a log.
yeah.
And you put it on a bun, you put whatever you want on
I
it.
mean, I get it. It's definitely like that's like that high Frankenfood type thing. It's like I got an idea, bro.
Dude, yeah. I mean, dude, that's why you go to that's always the beautiful thing about a 7-Eleven being open 24 hours. Especially when when you're younger, you go out, you drink, you need something to eat. Closest thing is a 7-Eleven. Okay, give me a burger dog, a biggin,
A big
and
yeah.
and and a triple what was the biggest a super big gulp or a double gulp.
Big clip.
A big clip. They but
Give me a cheese with nothing.
nothing. C'est bon.
Dude, classic.
Some of the yeah, dude, that was a classic commercial. And like I remember coming upon it on like Facebook recently, the Polio string cheese commercial. Let me get a pizza with extra cheese, but hold the tomato sauce, hold the tomato sauce,
Yeah.
hold the crust,
Hold
hold the crust. Hey Jimmy, give me a pizza with nothing. Nothing.
C'est magnifique.
C'est bon.
Dude, that's the Sesame
That was-
Bone.
that
We
was
said
the
that
most
as kids like over and over again. I was
Like it was something,
Yeah.
but like I always thought that kid was the most annoying one in the whole.
but the
in whole
word was so
commercial.
hilarious as a kid.
Right.
Sesame Bone. It's like I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it means good.
Dude, it's like thinking about commercials from that time. Like you remember all the drug-free America commercials?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Of course, man. How could you forget Snake?
Okay, so I'm glad you just brought that up because I was going to say that since we're leaning into this. Nobody I know that I talk to that's old enough to be around, like to cognitively like look at them and be like, oh, I remember those commercials. Remembers that Snake commercial.
Are you serious, dude?
Dude, it
That
drives me nuts because it's one of the funniest fucking commercials.
well, funniest
Oh
now, but
yeah, I
back
know,
when I was a
terrified, right?
kid, that
I
scared
mean,
the
the snake
shit
face
out of
was
me.
pretty brutal, and that looked like a
Yeah.
real creature.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, well, I mean, but that goes again with, like, practical effects, but, like, the whole idea of this guy, every time he walked past, like, a pillar,
Just
walked past
getting
something, his
gradually
face was
more
getting
and
more and
more.
more destroyed, and I remember the first time seeing that, I'm like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Do I look like the type of guy who
Dude,
do that
dude,
to a kid like you?"
yes,
Yes.
yeah, dude. The closer
But
was
dude
was solid because like when just
yeah.
that slow paced walk when he's like, "Do I look the kind of guy to do that kid like you?"
Yeah.
Yes.
"Hey, man, I got it all. Whatever you need. You wanna put it up your nose or in your lungs? I got
Up your
it.
booty.
In your veins, whatever you need, I got you. I'm your friend, dude." But some of those commercials were really scary. Like that was one of the scarier ones. The one where the kids like on like marionette ropes, like marionette
Yes,
strings.
yeah,
It's like they say powder'll take you places.
yeah,
They're just pulling your strings.
yeah.
And then it was like they say powder'll take you places, but it was the girl who dove into an empty pool. It's like you could laugh about it now, but that shit was scary.
Yeah.
That shit scared the hell out. It's like, "Oh my god, am I really gonna jump into an empty pool if I smoke weed? Like, what is gonna happen?"
Now
They scare like,
I'm
that was that time where it was like the whole drug-free America, the "Just Say No" era,
yeah, yeah.
all those commercials.
Imagine that now in AI.
Well, dude, I mean,
That'd be
I'll be honest
hilarious.
with you. Dude, it would dude, but I feel well, because, like,
Well, because you would
in
see them
AI
jump like like
exactly. Well, because I've seen AI videos of, like, diving contests where
yeah,
or, like, swimming where it's like, you see, like, 5 or 6 guys standing on the edge of a pool that's, like, 90 feet deep, and they all just jump in, and you just see their bodies break once they hit the
yeah,
bottom,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but, you know, it's all AI, so you're just like, "Oh my god, like, what the hell?" But that's what they would do if it was AI because they would actually show, like, the bones breaking and, like, the person falling in it, but there are these, like, PSA commercials that are like, I think they're from Canada, and these are brutal
Are
too.
these
Like, I remember
modern
coming
ones, or are you talking about from
these are like I see, like, I feel like they were either, like, maybe, like, late '90s or early 2000s, and I came upon these, like, I wanna say, like, maybe 10 years ago or so, 10, maybe 15 years ago, maybe longer than that, but I know I'm, like, all over the place with time. I'm so bad with time
No, no,
right
I'm
now.
just trying to figure it out because I'm not familiar with this, so
I can't remember what talk show they were talking about it on or if it was, like, a radio program or whatever. I think it was on the radio, and they were talking about it, and, you know, you just listen to, like, them watching the commercial
yeah.
over the radio, and it's like, "Yeah, you know, I'm the sous chef here," and it was about, like, safety, it's like workplace safety, it's like, "Yeah, you know, I'm the sous chef here, and I could become the head chef if I didn't watch where I was going and not slip on that puddle of water that would ruin my life," and then you see
Like
it
the
happen,
preemptive things, yeah,
like,
like
you see because she's carrying a pot of boiling water, and she's walking, and you just see her slip, and it's like, make sure and, you know, it switches to, like, make sure that your workplace is safe, and then you just see her, like, on the floor, like, burning, and you just like, it's the last thing you see, it's like, "Ah!" And then it's like and then, like, the commercial ends.
go to sleep.
There's one where it's like, "Hey, I've been working this job for like 20 years and it's like I'm close to retirement, but too bad I'm never gonna make it because somebody didn't like hook this up properly and I'm about to explode." And he's like he's like on a forklift and like, the propane tank that it runs on isn't like whatever it was. It was like it was either that or like somebody was like, "Yeah, somebody didn't hook this up properly, so I'm about to get stuck in the stomach by a forklift right now." Dude, these commercials were like really brutal
These
and
are
this was on
aggressively
TV.
dark, man, like, this is
Oh
like
my god, dude, for real. Like, there was one where, like, a woman was, like, climbing a ladder to put up a banner inside of a store. It's like, "Yeah, somebody wasn't here to hold the ladder for me, so I'm about to fall on that glass table right there and
no
die."
big
And then you see
deal.
it happen. Yeah. It's like it's like, "Yeah, I'm about to die because nobody made sure that I was safe on this ladder." It was so wild. Like, that shit was
Dude,
crazy.
that reminds me of the AI things I'm obsessed with, I'm always sending you, like, the choices,
Yes, yes.
like, there's the one in particular of, like, maybe a week ago, was like, you get a power, but it's also a curse, and so
Yes, yeah.
you were picking the one I was thinking the same thing. The one I was leaning towards was but I know you picked the art one. It was like you make art, but you
Yeah.
hate it.
I feel like that was the easiest one.
Was well either that or the last one. And if you remember the last one was you can see the future, but you can't change anything. And I was like,
Right.
I think I'd rather have that only because, like, yeah, it sucks to see something that you can't change, but it's like at least you see it and you know whatever you're seeing is going to happen.
Right.
So it prepares you in some way, even though you can't change it. You could at least change some aspect of what you may
But
lead
that's
you
what
to that.
but that's the thing though. It's like how would you not be able? All right, you know what?
Do
That
you get my point? Like it's
I get your point, and it's like
I'm
because I'm
not
thinking to
praising
myself,
it.
it's
I'm
like
just saying it's
yeah. Because like I'm thinking to myself, like how could you not be able to change something if you know it's going to happen?
I agree, but
But the
there's no
thing is,
context to it. Yeah.
exactly because like the thing is, it's like certain things could happen, but the way it happens could be different because you altered it because you know it's going to
See, that's
happen.
how I
I mean,
feel. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, dude, we've all seen Twilight Zone. We've all seen like all these movies where it's like, oh, this is what's going to happen this day. And it's like, well, I'm going to avoid it. And it happens anyway because you tried to avoid it, but because you were in the way,
Self-fulfilling
it ended up
prophecy.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended up happening anyway. It's like, oh, so that was going to happen because I was there
Yeah.
anyway. So it's like the future is, it's like, well, you're going to get to this future where you're going to try to change this, but you can't. The reason that's going to happen in the future is because you're going to be there trying to change it, and you're going to be the one that makes that happen anyway.
Kind of like fucking
You
like
know what
the
I'm saying?
Matrix. Because remember when she tells Neo that he's not the one,
Yeah.
knowing full well.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that. I'm trust me. Like the movie's not fresh in my head at all. But like the one concept I do remember, like in my head, is the construct of what led him to do what he did was because he went to that seer and she's like, "You're not the one," So basically, at least as far as I understood it, it was she was intentionally telling him that, knowing that if she told differently, he probably wouldn't have made the choices he made and led him to actually do what he was able to do.
Right. Yeah.
Now, obviously, like the fucking Matrix purist out there that watches are going to be like, "Well, there's somebody." I don't know what all the details are. I haven't watched a movie
Dude,
in
I
like
know.
20 years.
I
I'm just
haven't.
talking about one aspect of it.
Yeah, I haven't watched The Matrix, the first one in a while. I only saw like maybe half of the second one.
Yeah,
Never saw the third one, and saw the fourth one in theater. The one that came out
yeah.
like what, like 5 years ago or something like that. Wasn't a fan of it,
I
but
we
like,
talked about it. Like I didn't. I liked it because it buttoned up everything. Like it just put put a bookend on it. So I appreciated
and
the bookend, and I loved. I don't remember the actress's name, but she had the blue hair in it. I love that. She was a
okay,
badass. I love that character.
yeah. See, like
She
again,
was
I only
cool.
saw it once. As I was walking out, I shit in my hand and threw it at the screen because I hated it so
Oh,
much.
you aped it. Just like
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, listen, man, I get compared to an ape all the time. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
chimpanzee.
Let's let's just live it.
Just live it. Yeah, just fling that
You
shit.
know, just blast it at the screen. Just go all orangutan right now.
Oh, dude, not to deviate from that. I just wanted to add this one point before we go too far away. The PSA stuff. Do you remember the classic fucking, where'd you get this stuff? Who taught you how to do this stuff?
Of course, I was going to mention that
Yeah,
one.
I know we were at some point, but I just wanted to mention we had to talk about because that was one of the best ones.
Some of them, you memorize by heart, like the Ninja Turtle one. Hey Joey, I got some stuff you just got to try. What is it? Pot, marijuana. Oh well, I don't know. What are you, chicken? Bark, 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 bark.
I'm
Come
not
in come the Ninja Turtles. Joey's in a jam. What should he do? Kate, get a teacher. Good. Get a pizza. Get real. Get out of there. You're right. Let's see if Joey's that smart. I'm not a chicken. You're a turkey. He's right. Drug dealers are dorks. Don't even talk to him. Cowabunga. Dude.
Superimposed in the memory banks, bro.
You know what it was? But it's also because it was the Ninja Turtles.
Well, fuck yeah, dude. I mean,
dude, whenever it came to the Ninja Turtles, dude, I watched when I was a kid, and the first movie, the 1990 Ninja Turtle movie, when that came out on tape, I memorized every word because I watched it so much. Dude, I even remember the words to the song to the Pizza Hut commercial before it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man.
Dude, you know what I mean? And dude, there was a point where Burger King had like this it was like this thing where you go to Burger King, you buy a meal or whatever, and it's like you get an episode of the Ninja Turtles for like $2 or something on VHS.
God,
just one
VHS,
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one episode because and
I actually vaguely remember that.
Yeah, and I remember we got like maybe 2 or 3 of them. I couldn't say for sure how many there were in total, but we got a good amount of them. And at the end of the cartoon, at the end of the credits, there was the trailer for the live action Ninja Turtle movie.
The first
And
one? Talk about
the
yeah.
first one, yeah, this was before it came out.
Okay, yeah.
So I remember watching the cartoon and then seeing that, and I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, man.
Dude, like, with those cartoons, I watched that trailer more than I watched the cartoon because I can't tell you how many times I rewound it just anticipating that movie.
Dude, it's one of the best movies ever made.
Dude, absolutely,
And
man.
I'm
I
not,
mean
listen, once again, disclaimer, we're not scholars or experts. We're
Right,
not saying the movie's award winning as far as writing everything.
right.
It's just a fucking amazing movie that holds
It
up
really
so
is,
well
man.
to
It
this day.
does. It does, and they, like, I think it was, like, 2 years ago, like, on National Pizza Day, they were playing it at
Dude,
Alamo
I go
Draft
back and
House.
it's on YouTube, so I go back and watch it all the time.
I went with my cousin to see it on National Pizza Day, and dude, it was like being a kid again. And they're playing part 2 this year because it's like the 30th or no, 35th anniversary, I believe. So I would love to go see it. Dude, Secret of the Ooze was a great flick.
Oh, absolutely.
I definitely put the first one above it.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
100%.
definitely
Yeah.
dude, I'll even put, the Turtle Power song from the first movie, like the big song for the
Yeah.
movie, TURTLE
Classic song,
power,
man.
teenage mutant on the half shell. They're the heroes for this day and age. Who could ask for more? Crime wave is high, we're muggy and mysterious. All police and detectives are furious. Sorry,
No, you're
but
good, man. That's
I, dude,
roll with it, brother.
I put that over Ninja Rap.
Oh, 100. Yeah, dude, I love that
I,
song.
dude,
That was a classic
that,
song.
dude, I
That
had
beat.
yeah, dude, I had the soundtrack on cassette. I would listen to that over and over and over, like the whole album, but like mostly that song. Like I even had like a whole dance that I like choreographed to it
Oh, you went all out, man.
that ended with me pointing at the movie poster like on like over my bed. I'm like,
Like, you do like
"Turtle
Undertaker with
power."
the urn.
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, my
Yep.
Undertaker.
Yep. Like it was the movie poster, but it was like a smaller one and
Yeah.
it came in the frame and
I had
like
the small, yeah, 'cause I had it on the wall. Because, dude,
yeah.
dude, our age, man. For
Yeah.
those that weren't,
Yep.
you put posters everywhere. Like your walls were
Yeah.
covered in like rock, like metal bands and posters and
Yeah.
shit. I know mine
But
were.
yeah, but like that was, this was when I was like, this was like before, I found metal or anything like that. And that was, I forgot how that, I think that was given to me like either for a birthday or for like a holiday. And it was already in a frame and it was like the coolest thing to me. It wasn't like, I mean, I have like the 24 by 36 on my wall in the
Yeah, yeah.
next room, but like, yeah, dude, like that was just, it was just the coolest thing, especially that like, it was such an iconic poster too, because it was just like the sewer, the manhole cover lifted with like, you just see the tops of their heads and like the hands coming out a little
It's
bit. And it was
classic,
just
man.
like, yeah, and it's like being a kid and just seeing that poster before it even came out, it was like, "Oh my god, I can't wait, I can't wait."
Dude, there's that, and there's like I have still like a framed, like picture of the original like poster for the Power Rangers, like that original 5. I
Dude, I
have it
had that
here. Like,
too.
yeah, I want to put it
Oh,
up
that's
somewhere.
awesome.
I kept it. Like it's classic.
Yeah, dude, I had that poster too, and I know exactly which one you're talking about because like, when I bought it, it wasn't even in, like, a tube, it wasn't even rolled up, it came, like, with a cardboard
Yeah,
backing.
yeah.
It's like you go through, like, the posters, and it's like, "Oh, shit."
Yeah,
It's
like this has that cover back in that little metal frame, that like thin frame around
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. See, like, those poster frames, are you talking about the ones where you have to, like, slide them in, and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
each piece you got oh my god, dude. I've had so many of those, and it's like, if you don't get it right the first time,
Well,
like,
yeah.
you
I
never
mean, like
will.
this was already as is, but like I can imagine like having to put that in. Like,
Dude, I bought a few of those because, like, I usually go for, like, when it comes to, like, 11 by 17 posters, there are particular ones that I'll get,
yeah,
and it's like I have a shit ton of that particular, 11 by 17, poster frame, and, I'll either get it comes in either, white frame or black frame, and I'll buy both, and it depending on the poster, I'll use white, depending on the you know what I mean? Sometimes I've done, like, depending on, like, the poster, like, how cool it would look, like, I'll use, like, colored masking tape to, like, like, I have a Nightmare on Elm Street, 11 by 17 Nightmare on Elm Street poster, and I, like, wrapped it in red and green,
So you
stripes.
meticulously put the tape around the frame,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah. Well, like for my Ninja Turtle poster, like I did the same thing. I had I it's like I put green on the border and like their mask color
yeah,
inside of it. Yeah. So but when they ran out of those, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put this poster in it that it's a cool poster. I don't necessarily need to like protect it as much as I do like my Jason X
but I'm
poster.
going to.
But yeah, so like I bought a couple of those those little shitty frames that you have to slide the freaking
Yeah.
bar in over the cardboard backing and all that stuff. Dude, the first one that I tried one and I gave up because for some reason I put the poster in, I started sliding it in, it didn't link up.
Oh, so it's
Like
just
it would
fucked.
like
You just couldn't get, yeah,
dude,
couldn't get it lined up.
I don't know, but I don't know how it happened because like before I took the plastic off of it, before I opened it, it was perfect. It would, it says, 11 by 17 frame, whatever. And when I put them back on, it didn't fit. It's like, how did this happen?
That's rough because like you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it made no
What is
sense. It
happening?
made no sense. And it's like, if you don't get it right, you're fucked.
You are fucked.
And it's
Yeah.
like on the ones that I did get it right, I put tape around the corners. I'm like, I'm not fucking with this shit later.
Oh, fuck
It's
that,
like,
man. You could fuck up the
yeah,
fucking poster and everything.
exactly. And I'm just like, I'm not playing this fucking game anymore.
Dude,
I'll
kindly
pay the
leave.
extra. Yeah, dude, it's like I have a Goodfellas poster, where it's like the main focus of it is Joe Pesci's character, Tommy DeVito. And I had to put it in one of those frames because it was like when I first moved here and I didn't know much about like frames. I was like, "Oh, cool, this frame's cheap.
Yeah.
Cool." And I'm
Easy.
like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
What is happening?
Dude, I like now I just like break those off and I use them for like other shit. I'm like, whatever, man.
Dude, it's like down
It's
on the
like
upside. Like it almost reminds you of like those, those abstract paintings where it's like staircase going down, but then it goes up. It's like, what, as I put
Yes,
it in,
yeah.
I'm like, why is it fucking just fit?
Yeah. Because it was like the frame, like I said, it's 11 by 17.
Yeah.
You got the
It
17
seems straightforward,
size,
doesn't it? Like it seems
and
foolproof.
yeah, and the 11's here. Okay, 11 here. So it's like I get like the 17 side, and the 11 side on the bottom, and then the 11 on top is like this.
Yeah.
It's like it comes out like this, but on the other end, it's like that.
It's like,
You know
what
what
are
I
we
mean?
doing
It's like
here?
it's sticking out on both ends. It's like, how is that possible? How is this bigger than it was when I opened it? Does it expand when you take the plastic off? What the fuck's going on here?
It's like, what is?
It's like, how am I going to hang my Killer Clowns from Outer Space poster in this fucking thing?
Dude, I just watched that 2 nights ago.
Dude, I
always
love
go
that
back to it.
movie,
It's a classic.
if
man.
you couldn't tell.
Dude, if I could, where's my Pooh Bear? I'm gonna rip this tin apart with my bare hands. Give me back my
Dude.
Pooh Bear.
Dude, the way when they put everybody in cotton candy,
Yeah,
I still I still cringe when they stick the straws in it and
And
drink
drink
the
it,
blood
yeah.
out of it because it's like the way their mouth moves. It's just like,
dude, it's so gratuitous, man. Because you hear, and it's like,
yeah, exactly. And it kind of
You nailed
reminds
it.
me of the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie when they're sitting at the table and they like the old guy's drinking the blood
Mm.
from Sally's hand.
that's
like her
right. I'm around the
finger.
tape. Yeah,
Like that. Oh, like that's another cringe moment. It's just like I'm like, oh,
oh,
stop it, old man,
dude. It's funny you say that because
you dirty fuck.
you made me think, dude, you filthy fucking bastard, you disgusting, vomitous creature, dude. Did you remind me of earlier? My girlfriend came walking in the room, and this is not a reproach on her; it's a reproach on the food she was eating. She came in
Okay.
eating an apple. Now, I don't know about you. There's certain foods that are very obnoxious foods, like when you're eating them, and just the sound. Like I'm sitting here getting ready to go outside. It's community day, so I'm getting ready. Like I'm putting on 80 layers, and I'm getting ready, and she just comes in, and I'm like, "Can I help you?" It's just there's such a loud food,
dude, because dude, you're right. And when you're around somebody who like doesn't have like any kind of manners and they eat an apple, it's not just bite. It's not just that one
Dude, it's
initial
every
bite.
bite, the swallow, the gulp.
Yeah. And it's yeah, because like even when they close their mouth, I mean, like, look, if you're closing your mouth and I could still hear it, it's less annoying because at least you're making an
You're making an
attempt to not
attempt, right?
be
I'm not
to not be a
reproaching them.
slob.
I'm not like it's
It's
because there's levels.
it's
I agree. There's levels, but it's just the bare, just the minimum of just eating that thing in a
right,
quiet
yeah.
room.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you get the people who like who just eat like
Oh,
slobs
they're
all the time.
slobs, right?
Yeah, they take the bite.
Yeah.
They gotta suck out the juice that's coming out of it,
It's so
and then just
juicy.
yeah, dude. I it's just
Like
it's one of the
they
most
ran away from the trough and acting like they're not one of those animals.
yeah.
Like you're a fucking pig. Like
How would you like if I just shoved this in your fucking mouth
yeah.
and put you in the oven like the fucking pig you are?
Dude, it reminds me of
You
that Bill Burr
fucking
fucking
slob.
that whole when he talks about that he had that bit about the Steve Jobs like what'd he do? What'd he do? What he walked around eating a pretentious fruit like a pear? Just what's going on in there? I want all these pictures all on this phone, all these apps. That's what it reminds me of, like that,
Some pretentious fruit
like a pear, like you're walking around. I don't hear any thinking going on in there.
dude. And it's funny because like I was thinking about this earlier because yesterday I was talking with one of my friends and she was talking about like when she went like apple picking. I'm thinking to myself like I've never been apple picking.
I've never been either, but it looks fun.
It does, doesn't it? I mean, like obviously I'm not going to go out like today because it's or like anytime
Oh, in the
soon because
tundra?
it's fucking freezing. Yeah, exactly. It's like if I want to frozen
Climb the ice
apples, I'll
walls,
just
get a fucking frozen apple.
exactly. But I remember attempting it once with a friend. Drove all the way out to this apple orchard, and
They were closed.
they were closed because it was raining earlier, but the rain stopped.
Yeah, it didn't
but
matter.
like
It was already
yeah, they were already closed.
swampland.
And we're like, hey, like how do like what do we have to do to pick apples? Oh, we're not. Like the store was open, so like there were people in there, and they're like, "Oh, we're not doing apple picking today because of the rain." We're like, "Oh shit!" Well, well, the store's open, and it's like they had like all fresh like pies that they made with the apples and all that stuff. So I was like, all right, at least I know that the apples in this pie, in this caramel apple pie, are
Or
real
fresh
apples.
apples,
And
yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, but it's like it
Apple
was a
cider
caramel
donuts.
apple pie. And I remember like I was like, I'm taking that because it looked so good.
Yeah.
And I brought it back home. Me and my buddy, we get back to the house, where my parents are, my parents' house. At the time, it was still my house. I still lived there. But bring it back. And I was like so excited to like show everybody this beautiful caramel apple pie. And I'm like, hey guys, I got some caramel apple pie. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, I'm gonna take a piece. If you guys want it, you just take some. All right, yeah, no problem. I take a piece, come back later. I'm
Gone.
like, you know what? No.
Oh.
I'm like, all right, nobody took a piece yet. I'll take another slice. It was really good. Next day, same two pieces were missing. Nobody touched it. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Inconsiderate.
Dude, yeah, exactly. Eat my pie.
You don't like my pie?
Why would anybody eat my pie? It's a good pie.
It's fucking delicious.
It's so good.
It's so fudgy.
So good. Eat
So
it with a glass of
fudgy.
milk. Put it in the microwave after a day. It's warm.
You fuzzy cooties, eat my pie.
It's so warm and appley and good. Give me some. Dude, I ended up like within the course of like 3 days, I ended up eating the whole pie myself.
We had no choice. There was no one helping you out.
Dude, that's not even a joke. Like I wanted people to eat this fucking pie because it was so good.
But that's a bitch.
And it was
though.
like it was made on the premises,
But, dude, that's a bitch because how many times it's always the inverse, like, right? Like you buy something you don't want anybody to touch, it's fucking gone if you leave the room. Then you buy something for people
Yeah.
and nobody, because you offered it, that part of their brain's like, oh, fuck it, I don't want it. But if you were like, nobody touched this, they'd be like, oh, gotta have some. I need all of it.
I mean,
You know what I'm
again,
talking
fatty.
about.
Exactly, dude. I'm a fatty. If I have something in the fridge, dude, especially when it's like you have leftovers of something that you want to eat,
Yeah.
you're like, oh man, I can't wait to get home and eat that leftover, whatever the fuck it was. Can't wait to go home and eat that. Get in there, and it's like, where's my food?
Yeah.
What food? I had like a pork chop and mashed potatoes in it.
You
Oh, no, I
had.
ate that before. Why? Dude, I've flipped out on people.
Dude,
I've
I've done
I've
it too.
flipped.
Because I'm
I
not
lost
one
my
of those
shit.
people. I never eat somebody else's shit ever.
Dude,
It's
I yeah, see, I remember the Pizza Uno, whatever. Like I always liked their deep dish because like their tomato, like their tomato sauce was like it had like chunks of tomato. It was just so good. I know it's just like a fast food restaurant technically or chain restaurant, I should say. And I remember like thinking, "Oh man, I can't wait to go home and eat the rest of that pepperoni
yeah, and
Uno deep
you
dish pizza."
base your night on that.
Gone.
Yeah.
I
Soullessly
lost
gone.
my
Yeah.
and it was like I think it was my brother-in-law who ate it. I lost my
Oh,
shit
not
on
even
him.
your
I'm like,
actual
"What the
family.
yeah." I'm like, "What the fuck? Who told you you could eat that?
Dude.
What makes you think that you could come into this refrigerator and take my
What
food?"
makes you think it's gonna happen tonight? It's gonna happen.
Dude, that's exactly what I was thinking as I was saying that. Dude, I still laugh at that Diesel
Dude, it's one of
interview
the
on
best ever,
WWF.
man. Dude,
Dude.
one of the best ever because I listen, you know, like he was like one of my favorites back in the day.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
dude.
even reproaching him.
Yeah,
People
dude. Like
fuck
for
up all
you
the
it was
time when when you're cutting promos, you have to
yeah,
be really good and cognizant to not,
yeah.
they
Yep,
fuck
yep,
up. And
yep.
he's just, he's one of he's made a few fuck ups that were classics. Like the fucking when they first invaded the WCW. So this is where the big boys play, huh? Look at the adjective, play. We're not here to play. I just remember stopping. It's live on Nitro, and I'm like,
I
did
know,
she
man.
just
It's
felt like that
but
woman,
yeah,
the blonde woman with all the numbers? An adjective?
yeah, right. No, but see, like I remember you were always
I
you were
love
always
these. Yeah,
all
dude.
about Diesel.
Yeah.
I was always about the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember you had that Diesel hat that you
Fuck yeah,
wore all
dude.
the
I wanted
time
to
too.
death that hat.
I think you even got Guar blood on it at
Yeah,
one
I think
point, didn't
so.
you?
That sounds about right.
I remember that. I think you wore it to a Guar show and you got blood on it. That's
Dude, love that because
yeah, man.
as you know, I wear a hat and I wear it to death. Like I don't
Oh
like
yeah.
it's the hat has to go. Like it's like remember my Alice in Chains hat was literally
Yeah,
turned
oh
light
dude. It
brown.
was
That's
brown. Yeah, yeah. I remember that.
sun bleached.
Yeah. Dude, I remember that. I was like, "Oh, dude, that's because like I remember when you had that hat, I hadn't seen you in a while. I was like, "Oh, dude, like is that hat brown?" You're like, "No, it
No,
used
it's
to be
black. Yeah.
black. It used to be black. I just wear it all the time." Dude, I had because like that I wear hats all the time, obviously. Like when I don't shave my head, I wear a hat. And I have a shit ton of hats.
Yeah.
I like wearing hats.
So
you
do
know,
I.
but
I only wear the same one, but I mean I have technically
yeah. Yeah, see,
like
like
over a
that's
dozen.
the thing. I don't just wear like one hat out. Like I'll wear hats out.
Yeah.
Hold on. Not when I say wear out, I don't mean like wear out of the house.
You mean
Obviously, I wear
going
them
out,
out of the
like
house.
yeah. I know
Yeah,
what you meant.
right. I mean, like I don't like my hats don't wear out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
I'm always wearing a different hat.
Right, you're always
There are
circulating.
certain hats. Yeah, there are certain hats that I'll wear a lot for a long time in a period of time. But after a while, I'll be like, okay, today I want to wear my They Live hat. Today I feel like wearing a Misfits hat, so it's just like I switch it up more now. Not necessarily to preserve the life of the hat. It's just how I'm feeling,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
dude, in that similar vein, I used to color match everything. So I have different color hats, like, and so I would, wearing blue, I'll wear like a blue type hat. But then I just got this Ravens hat, and I
Yeah.
love the hat so much that I was like, fuck it, it's
Yeah.
not changing. I'm just gonna wear that and just match whatever.
Yeah, see, like I did my best to try and match the hat to my shirt today.
Yeah. Oh, it's hard. I
It's
mean,
the
dude,
best
it's
I could do.
impossible to fucking match the tone. Like,
No, but I mean, like if the shirt was like a little more baby bluish.
yeah.
Plus, I have that same shirt that you're wearing.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
Dude, and this is where I met Doug Bradley, man. You know what I mean? It was
yeah. Dude, didn't he even compliment the shirt? He
I think so.
complimented it,
Well, we
didn't
had it.
Yeah.
The fun part with him is not that I had a moment per se, but like I had a moment. Like we talked, and I was asking him about what he thought about Hellraiser and stuff like that. The new one at the time. I sat there, talked to him. And you were there. You were taking pictures with me and him.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was just cool having that moment, just chatting with him. I wish I would have bought his book. I didn't get his book.
See, like that's a thing too. When you were talking to him about because at the time that new Hellraiser movie came out,
Right.
the one that was like went directly to Hulu,
Yes.
right? Like,
And there's a
I
show
can't
they're
remember-
working on still in the
Yeah.
works.
Oh, right. See, like, so like I didn't catch that whole conversation that you had with him. Do you remember like what he thought about the movie?
He didn't. Okay, so not that I remember at this point now, it kind of everything blurs, but I was asking him what he thought, and he had a very similar contention to what I had, or at least that was what he relayed to me, intimated that he thought they could have done a little bit of a better job as far as what they were like the characters that they were creating, like that kind of thing. And I was asking him, I remember going, would you ever be interested in going back in some capacity? And not that I necessarily expect him to reprise Pinhead, because he even acknowledged very humbly, it's like, I'm older. It's like,
Yeah,
obviously don't not
yeah.
gonna look like the same Pinhead, like that's
Right, right, yeah.
so like I just remember like sharing it, and it was just cool having that convo with him, and it wasn't like an interview, so I didn't really get too in detail. I just wanted to have like, just ask him, just pick his brain about what he thought about the new thing. And he didn't really shit on it or anything. He just remember going, he felt that they could have been a little bit stuck more to like what the essence of the real story was. Something to that
Yeah,
effect.
see
I'm not trying to put words in his mouth.
yeah,
I'm just from what I
right.
remember, I'm just like paraphrasing like kind of like the intimations of what he was saying. Like that's
Yeah. Yeah, see, like, it's like you never know how somebody who was from an original piece of work is gonna feel about something that was created based off of that years later.
yeah.
Because when I met Harvey Stevens, he played Damien in the original Omen movie, and when I met him, it was, like, shortly after the first Omen
Yeah.
came out. The movie was actually called The First Omen. So, like, I asked him, I was like, "So, did you see The First Omen?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did." He has an English accent. I'm not gonna try to I'm not gonna try to, imitate that, but, and I asked him, I was like, "So what'd you think of it?" He said that he liked it or whatever. He's like, "Well, what about you?" I was like, I was like, "Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't like it." He's like, "Really? What didn't you like about it?" And one of the things that really got me about the movie was the fact that they all right, that the story's about the devil's son, the story's about Satan, all that shit. But the thing that was so great about, like, the original movies, especially, like, the first 2, was that you don't see Satan. You don't see any demons. You just know what's going on, you know? So I made that point to him. I was like, "Well, in the original movies, it's like things kept happening. You never saw, like, a demon doing any of this stuff. You just knew that it was the son of Satan who had the power to make it
The
happen."
insinuation, which is what I love.
Ye
Like, because that
exactly.
adds
So
so much more, presence to it than
yes,
visual.
and right, so, like, in the first Omen, like, you see, like, the demons and all that stuff, like, while they're doing, like, whatever kind of ritual it was that they were trying to, like, invoke. It's like you see the demon in the background, you see this, you see all the stuff, it's just, like, in the background, and to me, I was like, the thing that I liked so much about those original movies was that you don't see it, you just know,
Yeah.
and it's almost like they have to, basically spoon feed you what you're supposed to be seeing. Like, they can't just have things happen without you knowing what is doing it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't figure it out. Like, you can't figure out that it's the devil doing all these nasty, terrible things. It's like, "No, we gotta show you that there's a demon." And I wasn't really too into the storyline for it either, because it really just takes away from the original movie as it is. Because this happens before the original Omen movie, and it's like you find out that it was like the Catholic Church that invoked, Satan to bring forth his son just to bring evil on the
Wow.
world to draw people closer to God.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, you know what I mean? It's like the Catholic Church invokes the devil to bring evil upon the world so people could see that there's evil in the world. People could see that the devil is present, and it would bring them back to God.
So with that concept, now that does occur, right? So they're at least
I
illustrating
get
the
it. I
truth of
get
it,
it.
but it's such a rudimentary form of story writing. And this is more
Exactly.
of an indictment on the overall dumbing down of movies these days. Like how everything is very rudimentary. Like it's same thing. Like you go back in the day, right? Even way before us, like in the 30s, 40s, you didn't even see the monster 90% of the time. It was always the build up to it. And maybe you saw the monster at the very end, like the final scene, what have you. So it's always that insinuation. It's always that intimation of like, there's the creature, there it is. And it builds that suspense. they don't know how to build suspense anymore because everything's based on the dopamine hits of quick visual fixations. Just like,
Exactly, dude.
and it sucks because it ruins movies.
It does, especially The Omen, because The Omen is one of the greatest, most like it's one of the like it's such a great classic horror film.
Yeah, man.
You know, and you got Harvey Stevens who played Damien in that movie, and it's like when you go to a horror convention and you're like so excited to meet somebody, and you're like, oh man, you know, I hope the line's not too long. I hope, you know, I hope I get to meet him. I hope I don't have to wait, dude. And there's like no one on their line. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is fucking Damien. Like,
It's upsetting.
this was
Isn't
like
it? It's like,
it's one of the creepiest kids in movie history
yeah.
ever. And like you know what I mean? And it's like not to sound like a dick by even saying like no, like he didn't have a line, but the cool thing is too, it's like a lot of those actors, when you do go over and talk to them, they're more open to talk for as long as they can with you. And you know, they're just awesome. They're just awesome people. And it's like these are people that like you're so excited to
A
meet.
lot of them are down to
As-
earth. Like they're really cool.
Yeah. And like especially if it is somebody that you're dying to meet and like, you know, there's a short line or maybe no line and you get more time with
Yeah.
them. But of course, there are the actors who do have long lines and they'll take their time with you anyway.
Yeah.
You know, like they're like, hey,
Like
listen, we're
Kane Hodder
talking
with
over
you.
here.
Like
Kane Hodder,
he takes a
exactly.
sweet ass time.
Yeah,
And I don't mean
like,
that in a
he
negative
gives-
way at all. Like it's great.
No, exactly.
You.
He
You're
gives
the man.
he gives everybody that comes to his table the time. You know,
Yeah.
because you know, I don't know if it's because he knows how long you waited to meet him, or you know, like C.J. Graham,
Yeah.
Jason,
yeah.
Friday 13th, Part 6, still a big giant.
Oh yeah,
massive
behemoth of a
dude.
fucking dude.
Yeah. So when I met him, he's like, look, he's like, I appreciate you coming here. You know, I'm glad that, you know, thank you for waiting on the line. You know, it's like, I know that it was a long wait and, you know, I want to give you your money's worth. You know, it's like you came here to meet me and you put all, you know, you paying for, you know,
Got
my
the thought
autograph.
process. I don't know.
Let's talk, you know, basically, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing obviously,
No, of
but
course,
it's like,
but,
yeah,
like,
let's,
it's-
you know, it's like, hey, so let's, you know, and then when we took a picture together, he's like, see, this is what you got to do with these big guys.
grab
You got to
them,
shake them
yeah.
around a little bit. He like put his arm around my shoulder and just did one of these. And I'm like, oh my God.
Probably lifted you right off your feet for that second.
Oh, he
Yeah.
probably, yeah, he totally could have. And then I met him again, you know, not too far from my house. And he was autographing actual machetes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, you know, I saw this. I was like, I'm sorry. That says, I think it was like $60 for the machete and an autograph. I'm like, am I reading that right? He's like, yeah. He's like, well, you know, my autograph's 40. The machete was about 20. So I'm not going to charge you more for the machete.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, you pay for the machete and my autograph. I'm like, cool, I'm in.
Damn, fuck
Fuck
yeah.
it. You know, I still have it in the case that he put it in because he's like, yeah, I just got to like tie it up because they don't allow like actual weapons here, you know. I'm like, I get it.
Yeah, man.
And it was cool.
That's, dude, reminds me of Ashley Lawrence. Like, you know how much I love
Yeah.
Ashley Lawrence.
Yes,
'Cause
yes.
For those that don't know, Hellraiser is my favorite. Like, I love Pinhead. He's my favorite, you know, horror character. And
The horror franchise, right?
And horror franchise, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
trust me, I'm very objective, so I'm not saying all the Hellraiser movies are good, but I still love that world. Like, it's.
Have you seen all 28 of them? Or
I have. We have such sights to show you.
No, but for real, there's how many? There's like 10 or 11.
There are technically, as far as numerically, there are 10. Then there's that
Okay.
pile of shit that is the remake. Not the new one, the 2022
Not the Hulu
one,
one. Yeah, yeah.
but there's I think it's, I always,
Revelation?
I want to
was
say
it?
Revelations. I can't, like,
Yeah, that was like that dude who like the one with the dude who looked like
like a
He
Timu,
was
like,
like-
he looked like a,
yeah, like he would have been like that would have been the guy who played Pinhead in like Scary Movie.
that, or like an Indian version, like, you know, like the Bollywood version, they make like their own. Or do you remember I don't know if you remember this, because I don't think you watched Nickelodeon as much as I did. There was,
I did but like the older I got, the less I was into it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I watched a lot of the younger kids show when I was a
do you remember
younger
Amanda
kid.
Bynes?
Yeah,
Not
of
the actress,
course.
but the show, the Amanda Bynes show.
Yeah.
So they had a skit.
I never watched it. I just know that it
Okay.
existed.
Are you familiar at all with the concept of the skit they had, where it was a rental place and they were a family, like a foreign family, and everyone that went in there, the whole shtick was every skit of every episode was they'd go in going, I rented this movie. I thought it was, I don't know, Mission Impossible, but it's not. And the family themselves would always they would do the movie over. And like every video they would play, they're like, no, we made it better, much better. And it's always, that's what it makes me think of, like a really
It sounds familiar,
crude
but
version of like, so like when you see like those, we've seen clips of it, like especially on social media, like where they do their own like Spider-Man, or
yeah.
they're like so
Yes,
over the
yes,
top and
yes. Yeah, yeah,
ridiculous,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's what I mean. Like by the so like
Yeah, it's like Spider-Man has like a baggy, like,
like
one piece
MC
on,
Hammer
you know,
pants or something like that, and he's like
yeah,
there,
and the face is
yeah,
painted,
yeah,
you
it's
know,
the most absurd. There's that one, it was like Hulk and stuff, like, and yeah,
yeah,
that's what it makes me
yeah,
think of. Like that Hellraiser, that Pinhead was that. He was like a reject Timu version. But that movie was
yeah, it's
garbage. And I said this to you, like that movie was garbage, and that came out like fucking like well over a decade. I bought that in Florida. That was, I was in a Walmart, and it was like on DVD for like $10. I was like, you know what? How bad could it
yeah,
be? And I bought it, and I was like, oh my god, this is garbage. But then they came out with Judgment, which came out like at this point, I don't know, what was that? Mid 2010s, somewhere around there.
yeah,
And I
something like that,
loved, or maybe the late 2010. It could be like 18, 19, somewhere in there.
yeah, I
That
think it
sounds
was
about
something
more
like
right,
that, yeah,
more correct. I loved where they were going with that. It was a little bit of a revision, right? So it wasn't so much of recapitulating what the initial thing was. It was kind of doing their own spin on it, but it actually had real promise. It was the best Hellraiser movie I've seen in well over a decade. And they were going to actually make a sequel to it, but that's when Netflix or Hulu came in and like, all right, they bought the IP. Then they were working on that, the 2022 one, and then the
yeah.
show and everything. So so that got squashed. But I was really upset because I would have loved to seen what they were going to do after that. And that's
Yeah,
a
see,
great
like,
one.
I never finished Judgment.
Yeah.
I remember watching some of it. There's a lot of crazy shit in it. A
Yeah,
lot of,
but it was different
really
though.
wild. Yeah, but the guy who played, Pinhead didn't look bad,
No, dude, he was good. Like I
you
give him
know?
massive credit. Big shoes to fill, dude. You know how much
Oh,
I love Doug
absolutely,
Bradley,
yeah.
dude. Pinhead was my
Yeah,
favorite. Like, so to have to do that, to not step on it and just kind of do your own version. They didn't
yeah.
reinvent the wheel. They weren't even trying to. They just tried to make something a little different, and I thought it was a very efficacious effort. Like they went in there and they went, we're gonna make this, and it's too bad that Hulu bought it, because I would have loved to see where they continued with it.
Yeah, that would have been interesting because, like, I remember you were talking that movie up to me, and again, like, I didn't finish watching it. What I saw of it was like it was sick.
Yeah.
Like, it was gross. Like, it was
No,
just like a lot
visually
of, yeah,
abhorrent. Like it's like
yeah, very. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I could watch a whole movie like this, but
it's unsettling.
you know,
It worked. Like
yeah,
yeah.
but that was the
That's
point. That was
exactly.
the whole point of it. I still haven't gotten past. I mean, I still haven't gotten through. What was the fifth movie with
Craig
what's his
Schaefer.
name from Nightbreed
Yeah.
and
Craig
what's his
Schaefer's a
name?
great fucking actor, dude.
Yeah, Totoro, Nick
Nick
Totoro,
Totoro, yeah.
right? Yeah, like I still haven't finished that one,
So okay, so
but I liked it. I liked it so far because, like, I liked the actors, and of course Doug Bradley was still a part of it at this point, and that was the first one I believe that went like straight to VHS or straight to DVD
that was
because the first
yeah.
four were the only
No,
ones that were in the
correct.
theater.
Yeah.
The first four up until Bloodline. Bloodline was the last one.
Bloodline
That
definitely was
in
in
the
the
theater.
theater. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people shit on Bloodline.
I
When I
wasn't a
first
fan.
saw it,
I didn't
when
hate
I
it.
first saw it, when I first saw it, I wasn't a fan either. But like I rewatched it because I wanted to try and watch all the Hellraiser movies.
Yeah.
And when I watched it again, I'm like, you know what? It's not bad. I didn't hate it. It was a decent flick. But because it didn't do as well as the ones that preceded it, it was just that's probably why they all went straight to DVD at that point. Because like part one, obviously the opener, the best one.
It was,
Part
but
two
even
was
one, like it was good. Like I don't find it like it was our introduction to Hellraiser. So 1 and 2, which had, Clive Barker's fingerprints on it,
yes,
and they are considered the best ones, and I'll agree to that for the most part. I don't think they're amazing movies, you know what I mean? But they're great for what they were.
yeah,
But I really enjoy, like, and maybe I'm being more lenient because I'm such a fan, but I really enjoyed 3. I thought 3 was a lot of fun for what it was.
I loved 3,
And
man.
I know I told you this, and that's why I was urging you to watch 5 and 6, because 5 and 6, they switched to more of a psychological horror. And I dug the movies for what they were. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, Pinhead took a step back, wasn't so much as a prominent character, more of in the background. And it really was a psychological thriller in which you had this whole what's actually happening and what's not happening. And then Craig Schaefer, dude, I love that actor, man. Dude,
Yeah,
Nightbreed, I mean,
he's great.
everything he's in, he invests
Yeah,
fully in whatever character he's playing. Like, as far as like the emotionality, he's great. I love him. Plays a great
right.
scumbag, you know, and he was I just really loved that performance, and I loved 6. I thought 5 and 6 were really cool flicks for what they were. Now remember, the bar is always very low because it's like, you know, it's never a franchise that was really nestled and like bolstered. It was just kind of something that came out, had a little niche, you know, following, and then just kind of just, all right, let's just keep making them, you know. And then 7 and 8 were those ones where it was kind of like, I think that's the time when before Lionsgate scooped up everything, and I forget what company had it. Like they went under it, so all those movies got shelved for like indefinitely.
Was it Orion?
Maybe it's Orion. It might have been.
Might have been Orion or
I
like New World
something like that.
Movies or
Yeah.
New World
Like
Pictures.
Lionsgate eventually
Yeah,
became, you know, came in there and just scooped all that. Remember, like the Return
yeah,
of the Living Dead, they
yeah,
had like 5 and 6 out there. They got shelved
yeah.
indefinitely.
Hmm.
Hellraiser 7 and 8, and like and all those, and they just it they finally, you know, took years, you know, and they finally put those out, and those weren't bad. You know what I mean? But once again, I don't
Yeah,
judge them on a stiff gradient because it's like it's a Hellraiser movie. It's like, let me just see
yeah,
Pinhead. You know, like I just kind of like appreciate the movies for what they are, and I don't really judge it like, oh, like continuing the story. What are you continuing really? It's just
yeah.
you know, like the legacy that was
Well,
created
yeah,
was just in the first
because
two.
yeah, because it's like when you start a story and you want to continue it, because obviously when it comes to movies, you're going to keep continuing the story as long as people are still going to keep paying to see it. You know, but every movie that goes past like a part 3 runs the risk of becoming stale or even putting out one or two movies that just aren't that good. You know, it's like when you look at like the Nightmare on Elm Street um franchise. I can't say that I love every single one of
Yeah,
the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I love part 1, and part 3 is my favorite. Part 4, for what it was a fun flick. Part 5 was just fucking ridiculous. Freddy's Dead, one of the worst in the franchise, but I fucking love it. Part 2, a lot of people swear by that one. I didn't like it. I saw part 3. The first one I ever saw was part 3, and I fell in love with it.
yeah,
Then went back and watched the first. Then when I saw the second, I'm like, what the hell is
yeah.
this? It's just like I just didn't like the whole concept that it was like he was living inside of the dude and, you know, he was like it was just like such a weird thing, you know. Even part 4 got like is when it started getting more and more silly, you know, where the kills just got like outlandish and but it was still a fun franchise. You know, I could still watch part 2 and enjoy it for what it is. It's not like, well, I didn't like part 2. I'm never going to watch it again. No, I'll still watch it. I still love it because it's Freddy Krueger.
But it's also, I mean, it really is. It's more of just you're watching it not for the story for Robert Englund. Like Freddy's, like, you know, he just made Freddy like so
Exactly.
endearingly like horrifying and lovable at the same time.
Yeah, because you look at this dude and you're like, this guy is scary as shit,
Dude, but the story,
but he's fucking
same thing with
awesome.
Jason. They're just throwing shit at the wall. Like there's no
Exactly,
continuity. You know,
exactly. Yeah,
everything gets lost in its own ambiguity because they don't know what they're writing. They're just trying to milk the, you know, they're just putting
yeah,
movies out just to make money.
exactly, and like I said, you can have, like, you can have, like, a good part 1, a good part 2, part 3, it might fall off a little bit, and then by part 4, you might be able to bounce back from it, or you might not. You know? But you're also gonna get the people who just love love the character so much that every single one of them is a fucking masterpiece, you
Well,
know?
dude, you and I
It's like,
both. I think we both love Freddy versus Jason, and you know, I
"Oh,
think that was a
yeah, me
great
too."
movie.
"Oh, yeah, yeah, duh." You just said both of us, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, "Yeah, me too," but, you know.
me three. Yeah. But no, that's
Well,
like,
I
and a lot
mean,
of people hated that one. I was like, I thought it was fucking great.
yeah. Well, because it was like and it's like this was like it was a movie that was in the making for so long, and, you know, we all know the story
About
about
Kane.
how Kane Hodder was passed over for it, which, you know, I like he's told that story so many
Oh yeah,
times
yeah.
in so many different
It
interviews
still
and so many
burns. You
different
know, it still
documentaries,
burns.
And every time I hear him tell that story, I feel so angry. I feel so upset. I feel so sad because Kane Hodder was upset about that because it was like, dude, I did 4 of these fucking movies and now you're gonna give this role to somebody
Yeah.
else? You know, because like
It's the
Kane
fucking thanks
Hodder,
I
like,
get.
yeah, it's like Kane Hodder recreated the character Jason because it's like for the first 6 movies, yeah, it's like there was a different actor as Jason in every movie up until that point. And if you look at each person who played Jason, there was something different about what they brought to the
Yeah, the
character.
nuance.
Right. So when Kane Hodder got the job as Jason, you knew that it was Kane Hodder in there. Even if, even if at the time you didn't know who Kane Hodder was, because at 7 years old, I'm not like, oh, I know that dude.
Yeah.
It was just like you watch part 7 and then you watch part 8 and you see the movements and it's the same movements.
Yeah.
Like it was his signature to do like the quick head turn,
Yeah.
the brooding chest when he's breathing heavy and all that stuff. And that became
Personal
like
touches.
exactly. So it was like, okay, well, Kane Hodder's the one who brought that and like recreated the character for himself, And I think like he even asked, like, hey, should I not do? No, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So it's like when you see somebody else, and nothing against Ken Kersinger. I thought he was a good Jason, like cool dude in person, met him, and nothing against Ken Kersinger at all.
No, but you
But
tell it doesn't have the personality. It's not the same.
right, right. And the crazy thing was Kersinger was in part 8. He was the dude in the diner that Jason threw through the
Yeah.
door,
That's
you
right,
know?
right.
So that was like really cool. But the thing was, it's like you got a guy making a movie about Freddy and Jason who knew nothing about Freddy and Jason.
Yeah.
So and it was just like really sad like hearing Kane tell that story. Like anytime he tells it. And not to mention that they kind of like, joked about it on the show Holliston because he
That's
was a
right.
guy, he was
They made you
yeah.
told me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so and it was hilarious because it's like, look, yeah, I'm fucking upset about it, but it's like I got to joke about it. I got to laugh about it. So like he's in a hospital and it's like they take him to his apartment because it's like he's on like suicide watch. So it's
Oh,
like
and they went
we got
all
to
out. Like,
yeah, yeah. And the fact is he's such a good sport that he actually played the role.
yeah.
Like he actually did. He's like, "You know what?
Good for
Fuck it,
him.
let's do it." Yeah.
No, it
It
is. You
was
got to
like
take it in stride, dude. It's
yeah, because it's like in part 7 when he did the longest on screen burning. Like he was on fire in
oh,
part
that's right.
7,
Then you broke a
and
record
that
or
was I
something
think
like
it was
that,
like
right?
47 seconds. I can't say for sure if that's been beaten since then, but yeah, that was the longest. And this was after he had his
I was
accident
gonna say,
too.
because didn't he get
Yeah,
like
because
cooked at
it
one
was
point?
yeah, because he was doing an interview for a magazine and he wanted to show a stunt and he got like the wrong chemicals or whatever that he needed to do it and he actually caught fire and he was, in the hospital and all that stuff and you know, when he got back to it and he's like it's like, "You know what? Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it." They're
We
like,
do
"You
it
sure?" He's like,
live.
"Yeah, let's do it." Yeah, exactly. Do it live.
Do it live.
So, yeah, so for part 7, that was like I think it was like the first time since he had that accident that he was on fire
Dude,
on screen, and
I don't care
it was a
how
record.
insane you are, that for after you get fucked up from something, that first time you're doing it, you're facing demons, because you're thinking, oh
Yeah.
man, like
Yep.
the nerves got to be at an all-time high because
Yeah.
it's like, fuck, here we go. I got to break through this, like, because
He
I can't
broke through it
imagine
and broke
that,
a
like,
record.
ugh.
Yeah, he broke through it and broke a record,
He's like,
You gotta
fuck
give it up for the
I'm
guy,
gonna do it.
you know what I mean? Yeah. He's like, "If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do this for real, and I'm gonna do it better than anybody ever did," and he did.
Started from the bottom, now we're here, and then here. Fucking Drake.
And dude, part 7 is still my favorite.
Seven's good, man.
A lot of people pinpoint that as the one where it just started, declining. Some people say it was after part 4. But dude, there are so many people who love part 6 as their favorite Jason
But see,
flick.
for Jason, for you guys, the Jason fans, like hardcore fans, at least you got the 6.
Mhm.
For Hellraiser fans, it dropped at 2.
Yeah.
Like, and the 2 were connected because they were they were both worked
Yeah.
on together. So for the
Yeah,
most
yeah,
part,
yeah.
and
Yep.
it dropped after that. It was no man's land. Like we were just
Yeah.
like I love 3, but people like that I know that I talk to like literally don't even acknowledge 3. And I thought 3 was fun. Like I thought.
Yeah, I thought 3 was good.
I love 3, man. 3 was like
Yeah.
a fun watch, man. And like 4, I
was.
didn't care so much because it was a little corny the way it was done, but I liked like anything, I love context. I like learning how things got started. So at
Yeah.
least going back and making an attempt to at least, let us know where the lament configuration came from and going back in a little, history was cool. But I just thought the movie was kind of like corny, like especially like, I don't know. Like the twins, they could never bear to be apart from each other. So then he started grinding their heads together and
Yeah,
it,
I mean, yeah, and it's like I get that where you appreciate the concept, you appreciate the idea. It's just you thought it was poor
yeah.
execution.
So I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, like I don't hate
yeah,
for, don't love it though.
yeah. I mean, dude, I come across movies like that all the time where it's like the idea of the movie is way far just better than the actual movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you saw the movie Us.
No,
Like that's
you
one of
told me
those
about it.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those movies where I'm just like, oh, this sounds like a cool idea for a movie. Let me go check it out. Wasn't really a fan of the movie. Liked the idea of it. Kind of figured out what was happening, like, at the very beginning of the movie. Not that I'm, like, some kind of, like, that I'm good at that, but I do watch Columbo, so I'm pretty much a detective, so I could figure shit out right
Go
away, you
armchair
know?
detective work here.
Yeah, exactly, so it's like, well, one more
Well,
thing.
yeah, the turnaround. Like, by the way,
One more thing.
classic.
Yeah, dude, Columbo is
Dude,
classic,
he looked
man,
like he
like
was a fucking moron, but like it was just so funny because
and that was what made it so
I know.
great.
I mean, that was obviously the whole point. Like
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it just he looked like such a disheveled like schlub.
It was always funny when like people are like, "Excuse me, sir, but you can't be in here." He's like, "Oh no, no, I'm." No, he's like, "Oh really? I can't be." He's like, "Yeah, this is a crime scene." Whatever. He's like, "Oh yeah, well I'm Lieutenant Columbo."
I'm
It's like, "Oh,
Columbo.
you belong here then." Yeah, it's always funny when like people are like trying to like walk him out of an area because they don't realize that he's a cop, that he's the detective on the case. But one of the most unique things about that show, though, is that
Is she really out
it's
there? Sorry, I just thought you were gonna go there for a second.
no, no, no.
One
But
of the great things about that is
no, one of the most unique things about that show is that you see who the killer is at the beginning of at the beginning of the show or the movie, because some of them were like,
like TV
2 hour
movies, right?
long
Yeah.
made for TV movies. So you see the killer at the beginning, you see, the criminal at the beginning, what they did, how they did it, all that shit. And then you get to watch it's like the answer, you know who did it, but you get to watch Columbo figure it all out. And the way he does it is always so
Yeah, the writing was great, like
great.
for what it was.
Yeah, because he was never like a dick. It's like, "Well, I know you did it." It's like he was like very like, "Wait, can you just answer this question for me?" And it's like, and like people just always give themselves
Because he
away.
did the innocent roundabout thing, like that. He just
Exactly. He
always with
did.
that, very sleuthy. Like, but he just was so like you just look at him and you never think for a second. Like, and obviously that was the point, but he was just so never judge a
Yeah,
book by its cover,
yeah, dude.
no matter how
And it was
schlubby.
like the one that you were just like referring to
Go
with
your
the
favorite episode, the one you watch like a
yeah,
million
dude.
times.
Well, because
It is a
it's
funny
on a
episode.
million
Don't get me wrong.
times.
Yeah,
It is a good
yeah.
episode though. And especially since it's like in the
But
80s,
that
it's
song, dude,
so
every time.
very 80s. Like the dude's truck was almost that solo cup
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
design, the blue with like the pink squiggle through
yeah.
it, whatever. Like his truck had like basically that design on it.
It's so
But
funny,
yeah,
dude.
that opening song from Ambrosia.
Ambrosia. Yeah, there you
That's the
go.
name of the band, Ambrosia.
That's such an '80s
But
band name.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But that they use that song in the movie Arthur, the original one with
Right.
Dudley Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Know that she's out there
Dude, I just remember
looking
so
for the
many
girl with a
times
heart of gold. It's none of your
making a
gold.
memo and I could hear it in the background. Like if
Oh yeah,
watch,
like whenever it was on, and I would like
you
leave a
would
memo
binge
for
that
you.
fucking thing over and
I
over
would
again.
do, but I would do that on purpose because like I know, and because I remember like I don't know if I sent you a screen recording of
You
it
did. You
or if
did.
it was like I took a video. I was like, dude, this is totally one of those songs that like if we heard it when we were younger, we totally would have been like ripping on it. It
Yeah.
totally would have been like one of those things that we would
Oh,
like
yeah, like laugh
just
about always.
yeah, like
Inside
and
joke.
it would yeah, and it would be part of our everyday like
Vernacular and everything. Yeah.
conversation. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, where's your sister? You know that she's out there. Like it would be like something like that. You know what I mean?
And it's sad because it would have been. We got robbed of it. Like we should have
Yeah,
had
I
that.
know. It's like it sucks because like,
Because that
at
was
least I feel like
classic.
totally. That totally would have been like
I
something that
know.
we would have ripped
That is
on.
definitely one of those robbed opportunities. Because I often think about
And
stuff like that. I'm like, man,
but dude, Well, the thing is too, though, I wasn't really into Columbo back then.
Neither
Like,
was
my dad would
I
always
didn't like
watch it.
serious shows as a kid. I like cartoons. I
Yeah.
just wanted turtles and fucking whatever.
Exactly.
Like,
It was one of those things where, like, if I walk into the room and my dad's watching Columbo, I'm like, "Oh, God." Now it's like, it's like, "Oh, what episode's on tonight?
yeah,
What time
yeah.
does it
Well,
start?"
because
And it's
you're
like on
interested now, like, because
Yeah, and it's like on Sundays, like, there would be, like, a marathon.
Yeah.
Like, it would start, like,
they
5
play
in
it
the
all day
morning
long. It just
and end at, like, the last one was on at, like, 8 at night, and it's like, I don't even think they do that anymore. Dude, I had to buy the DVD box set. I'm like, "I need
how many
this."
seasons did that show last?
It's hard to say because, like, there were seasons of episodes, but then there were, like, those made for TV
Oh,
movies,
so
and
yeah.
I think they might have had, like, 1 or 2 or 3, like, movies that count as a season, so it's, like, shortened seasons or whatever. But the one thing that I didn't tap into on those DVDs yet is because, like, I'm kind of afraid to, because, like, I feel like it's gonna kill just the
The
whole
commentary?
Columbo thing. It's Mrs. Columbo.
Mrs. Columbo?
There was a spin-off that they did, or, like, they wanted to do, that they filmed, like, I think, like, maybe 3 or 4 episodes of Mrs. Columbo,
Interesting.
which sucked because if you watch Columbo, one of the biggest mysteries is who the hell is Mrs. Columbo?
Yeah.
You never see her. You never know her first name. He always refers to her as Mrs. Columbo, his own wife.
Yeah.
So, like, it would just totally kill the mystery, and that's why I won't, like, I don't think I wanna watch it. I don't think I could do that.
Dude, it reminds me of God, like, as I told you before, but just to relate for those watching, I became a big fan of Sherlock Holmes, like the old series, like the movies from Basil Rathbone years.
Okay,
They're
okay.
on YouTube, of course, like everything's on YouTube. So
Alright.
I don't know, I can't remember now offhand. Was it from the 30s? Like, and Basil Rathbone was he was Sherlock Holmes for at least like 8 movies, somewhere around there. Basil.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the name.
I know, because it's a weird name.
Feel my Rathbone!
Rathbone. Basil.
Sorry, I don't Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just I love them, but then like years later, like, 'cause I love those old movies, and then of course I'll give a shout out to, Robert Downey Jr. Like those ones were fucking cool too. I dig those ones. Now,
Yeah, those were kinda wild.
Sherlock
Yeah.
Holmes, of course, there's like 1,000, like different renditions and movies and TV movies and shows. And I was even watching another one that was, I think, set in the 90s. And that was pretty good too. But I think there's one where it's his daughter, and I can't remember her name. But it's like, wow, they're really going
Okay.
now, like they're going to his daughter. And she has
Yeah.
it's a very unique name, and I don't remember what it is offhand. Never watched it yet.
Euregenia.
Is that what it is?
Oh, I don't know. I just
Usually need a
I was going
Doubtfire, dear.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking
I
of.
know you were going there, yeah.
Doubtfire. Yeah, that's
But it was something
it's
weird like that.
unique.
It's a weird name, and I just remember going, "Wow, they interesting." Like going on to the daughter. Like, I'm not saying she couldn't be good, but it's like let her legacy die.
Oh,
Let it have an
really?
end.
Just let the dream
Father,
die.
yeah, mother,
So Sherlock's daughter, like
something. Yeah, I don't remember her name.
Euregenia Sherlock.
You,
Euregenia Sherlock.
but I think her name may begin with an E. Actually, oddly enough,
Eunice?
I'd have to like.
Are you sure
Google
it's not just unique, like unique, like
Oh my god! Could you imagine
like
that?
unique, like spelled like,
That's like
I don't know.
Edward Nigma. Enigma.
Yeah, Edward Nigma. It's funny, we were listening to we were all hanging out for Royal Rumble yesterday, and
Oh my
when
god!
we're in
That's
the
right.
kitchen, yeah, when we're in the kitchen, like, drinking and eating, whatever, they got the music playing. You remember the group Enigma, right? From the 90s? Like, it was all that, like the chanting, and like with like mixed with like almost like not like techno, but it was like,
It sounds familiar because I dig that type of music.
yeah, and it was funny because, like, I remembered that, like, back in the day when we had Super Nintendo, my sister had a pinball game, and Enigma did, like, the soundtrack for the game.
Yeah.
And it was like, with the, like, the,
So it must have been a badass
what do you call it? Like,
soundtrack.
the Gregorian chants,
Yeah.
like, yeah, like that with,
I
like,
love the Gregorian chants of
just
cool,
like,
man.
yeah, but it was like, it was like typical 90s music with the
Yeah.
chanting and shit, and it was, it was cool, and it was like we were just kinda, like, reminiscing about that yesterday. Because, dude, I didn't really watch the Rumble.
Or now, I
I
mean,
didn't
why
really
would
watch
you?
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, we had this thing where like we bet on the wrestlers. Like it's like everybody puts in, I think it was like $10 each, and everybody pulls
Did you
numbers
bet
out
on
of a
every
hat.
match, or you just bet on the Rumble?
No, just the Rumble. I was there. I got there too late for the women's Rumble.
Wait, how long? See, I'm
So
surprised because I remember you texted me. You were already done, and it was like 6 or 7 or something like that. I was like, what? What was the Rumble
yeah,
early? I thought the Rumble was like at night, isn't
yeah,
it?
the Rumble. Well, because it was in Saudi Arabia,
Oh, that's okay.
so like the whole thing started at like 1 o'clock in the
Okay, that
afternoon,
explains it. Yeah.
and it was like, yeah, come over 1 o'clock, whatever. I'm like, okay, because
So
to
everything's in
me, I'm
Saudi
like,
Arabia now. It seems.
yeah, well, yeah, and I'm like, okay, so like I don't have to be there exactly at 1. It's not gonna start at 1.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna start at, like, 6 o'clock, so, like, if I don't get there until after 2 o'clock, it's not gonna be a big deal. No, the whole like, I got there and, like, the women's rumble was, like, halfway done,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like,
Who won
I
the
missed out on
women's
that.
Rumble?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I only
I'm
watched
only
the
half
real
interested because
rumble.
I'm just so
I only watched the real
the
rumble.
real,
No, I'm just
the one that counts.
the one that the real one. No, but, I wasn't paying attention,
Yeah.
because, like, the only reason I paid any kind of attention to the males rumble was because I bet on
Yeah.
it. Like, it wasn't like
What did
anything
you
big.
bet?
It was just 10
No,
bucks.
I'm sorry, not the
Oh,
price. I
so
mean,
I'm
what did you
sorry.
bet
So
on?
so basically what the way this worked was anybody who was in it puts in 10 bucks, and you draw the numbers from the hat, and you keep drawing until they're all done. So, obviously, let's say you have 3 numbers and one of those numbers is the winner, you get all the money.
Yeah. The scripted winner. Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, the crazy thing was I got 3 numbers. So the first number I picked out was 20,
Mhm.
then the second number I picked out was 21, and the last number I picked was 19.
Interesting.
So I had 19, 20, and 21, and I
Yeah.
don't even remember who the wrestlers were. I just remember Logan Paul was one of
Oh
them.
my God, you got
I was
Logan
like,
Paul.
"Oh, I like my chances," because, like, they might he might be the winner.
Yeah, I
But
don't know
no,
if they were
Roman
pushing
Reigns
for
won.
it. Yeah.
Roman Waynes Wayman Roans won the Rumble.
Rowan.
Rowan.
I dig Roman now.
He's all right. I mean,
I
it's just
hated
like
him in the beginning, but like,
well, because in the beginning, the whole problem was the whole like forcing him on people. You know
well,
what I
but
mean? Like
it's
a
not just
lot of
that.
people were against that. A lot of people were like, "Yo, why? Like, stop trying to make him happen if we don't want him to happen." You know what I
But
mean?
to
It's
add to
always
your
up to
point,
it's up to the fans.
it wasn't just that dude who wanted to happen. He wasn't ready for solo stuff. Like,
That's fair.
he wasn't. Like, dude,
I liked the Shield. I liked
dude, the Shield
I
was
thought they were
great. I'm
good.
not even like,
Yeah.
dude, I love the Shield. The Shield, I was so hyped back then. Like that's when I
I
still
loved.
watched
Yeah, I know like Seth
Seth
Rollins,
Rollins.
right?
Yeah,
Seth Rollins was there, and he's great. But dude, Dean Ambrose was my favorite of that whole.
dude, my
crew.
favorite was Seth. I thought Seth was phenomenal back then. Like, and he still
Dude, he
is.
was. He still is. I mean, he became like
Well, they made him like Liberace flamboyant and all this stuff. And,
Exactly,
And I
and
don't
it's like,
dig that character because it's not really what he was. Like
exactly. But they do that with wrestlers all the time. All the time.
it's yeah, like I don't get the character now, but he was fucking awesome in the beginning, man. And him and
Yeah, dude.
Ambrose just that wily fucking like just
Street
brawling
fighter.
style.
Yeah.
He looked like he came right out of
Yeah.
that video game, the fucking full fight,
Yeah.
whatever the
I
final
know
fight.
what you're talking about. Yeah. Dude, that's exactly what I was thinking of. He just comes
The
out
guy
like
with the
street
the
brawl and
wife
just,
beater
yeah.
and the fucking
Yeah, exactly. And it was just like he was just. That's what I liked about him was that there was nothing fancy about it.
right. And then, but Roman was okay within that trio. Roman was great because he didn't have to do much. He wasn't the person. He was just the brute. Ooh, and he would come in there and do it.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
solo, he's garbage. Like he just wasn't ready. And
Yeah.
Vince was obsessed with him, like because of that bloodline. They all have to get the push, So he threw him in there, and he just wasn't. I just didn't. He wasn't ready, And I stopped watching for like 10 years. And during that 10-year absence, he became champion and won for like almost the entire time. And I watched him, I started watching a couple years ago, like with the whole Cody Rhodes build up. And that was actually a really cool story.
Yeah.
Like WWE was actually really cool for like that year. The
Mhm.
final boss gimmick with The Rock and everything. Then they, of course, like everything, they fucked it up, so, but for that year, it was a fucking really cool watch. And then I was watching it hardcore on Hulu. And then that's when Netflix like, oh, we own it now. Then I stopped watching Raw and everything. And
Yeah, dude, it's so crazy how many hands like WWE has like switched over to
Because of fucking
like
TKO, dude.
stream. Yeah, well, because like I remember they had the WWE network,
Yeah.
and that was like perfect. It's like, okay, everything WWE is right here in one place. Whatever you want to watch that has to do with the
It's
WWE
all
is
one
all in
thought.
this
It was a
one
beautiful
place.
design.
And then they changed it. Then they switched over to
Yeah.
Peacock. And then what? They after that they went to Hulu.
But they went well, the point is, it's very similar to like the NBA, NFL. Because of the
Uh-huh.
streaming services reign supreme now, they dip in everything. So like with like
Right, right.
WWE, you'd have to pay for like 6 services to watch everything.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And it's because of
Exactly. And
TKO, because when they became that they went under that conglomerate, it became not about the storyline, not about, like the wrestling stuff. It came about fucking money. Let's
yeah.
milk the money so the product sucks dick. And at the same time, they're just gonna bring in, because it's not even about viewership. The same thing with NBA. Viewership has gone down. Viewership is a far cry from what viewership used to be, but it doesn't matter if nobody watches, because the deals are already there. Like, you know what I mean? They signed those
Yeah.
massive
Yeah.
deals
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they already made the money. So even if viewership's down, they still made their money. And because of that, the soullessness reigns supreme, because it's like you look at a product that's just half-assed now, because they don't have to put on a good show because the money's already been made. If that makes sense.
Right.
If that
Well, yeah, because I know that they do the same thing with
They
soccer.
do with everything
You
at this
know, it's like,
point. It's
yeah, it's like I have, it's like the only reason I have Paramount Plus is because my father watches
suck,
Serie
yeah.
A. He watches Italian soccer. And I was talking with guys at work, and they're talking about like different streaming services that they use to watch the soccer teams that they want to watch or other sports, like ESPN. I'm like, wait, ESPN still has soccer? They're like, yeah, well, it's this league and they have this and they also have this. I'm like, it's
Dude,
ridiculous
one
that you have to if you want to like
jump
if
through
you want to
hoops.
watch yeah, if you want to watch numerous soccer leagues play, you got to like you said, you got to have all these different streaming services. And it's like there are certain like Italian soccer games that they don't play on Paramount, and it's like you need another streaming
Yeah.
service to watch, cuz like my dad will always be like, "Hey, can you check out what time this game is going to be
And
on?"
what's it gonna be on?
Okay. And what's it
Yeah.
gonna be on? Okay. And it's like, yeah, it says you need like Fubo TV.
Yeah.
He's like, what's that? It's another streaming service. Well, how much does it cost? $80 a
Yeah.
month. Forget it. Don't worry about it. I'll just,
Dude, it
watch the
is a
highlights.
matrix of entrapment. It's like this
It
Rube
really is.
Goldbergian style in which they realized everybody watches streaming services. So now we'll just sow the seeds across all the streaming services. So if you want to watch, if you're a hyper fan, like a sycophant about it, you're going to pay for every streaming service to watch every game. And the same
Yeah.
NBA does it, WWE does it, NFL does it. You have to, like, every game is like every night or what have you, games are all dispersed throughout everything. And it's like you have to pay hundreds of dollars a month now if you want to catch everything. And to me, that is the biggest slap in the face, because you're like, we don't give a fuck. And on top of that, my biggest contention is the quality of the product. Like, they're not
Yeah.
even trying anymore.
Right.
It's like, it's because, you know why? Because the money's already being made. Where back in the
Yeah.
day, to make more money, you need to get more viewership. So you had to keep up in the game to get more viewership so you can make more money. But now it's not even about that anymore, because it's just the deals now. It's like same thing, like a player, right? You'll get like a star player, comes in, his contract, he becomes he's about to be a free agent, gets that big contract, and then all of a sudden he sucks, like, or he gets hurt, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter because he made his 100 mil, it's fucking, it's just bullshit. It's this corporate bureaucratic garbage. It's like, we made our money, so we don't care if anybody watches, because all the money's been like, all the profits have already been like dispersed, so to speak.
Yeah, and that's the ridiculousness of it, because it used to be where like if you wanted to watch specific games, you would have to pay extra to get like that extra cable
Yeah,
channel or whatever. But now it's like you have to pay for a whole other streaming service, and that shit's not cheap.
yeah,
It's like Paramount Plus now.
it's not cheap
It,
at
it
all.
when I, no, because like when I first got it, it was $100 a year.
But if you buy it for
But
the
then they
year, yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah,
I
you
that's
just
how I
goes the
normally
cheapest,
do it,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah, because it's like you save a couple of bucks if you pay it all up front, no problem. But then they added Showtime to it,
Yeah, that's right.
and
They
they upped
merged.
the price $20. And I said, like I contacted them, I'm like, "Yeah, I don't need Showtime. I'll just take the Paramount. No, like
I don't
you
think you
can't
can
do
even do
that.
that. Yeah.
You can't. You
Yeah.
can't. I thought it was like, because like how like some streaming services have like an add-on
No, I know. Yeah,
where
but I
it's
think
like,
it's
oh yeah, if
non-negotiable.
you,
They just merged.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's like no, you're paying that extra $20.
Or you
But
don't
if
get
you
the
want
service.
Paramount
Yeah.
Plus you want Paramount Plus at all, you have to pay for Showtime as part of
Correct.
Paramount. I'm like that's bullshit because I don't do cable anymore, but my
Yeah, neither do
father
I.
does, and he's got Showtime already.
Yeah.
What the hell does he need it as an add-on to Paramount Plus for?
I know.
Who the hell? I mean, dude, no one even watches Showtime.
Yeah.
Showtime fucking sucks. It's like it's always between HBO and Cinemax because HBO will have a shit ton of good movies, Cinemax will have a shit ton of good movies, and then they'll switch them off.
Yeah.
Like the shit ton of good movies that were on Cinemax, they're on HBO now, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Versy vicey, or
Versy
however
vice, yeah.
your teacher used to say it.
Versy
But-
vicey, that's what he said.
Yeah, so it just becomes so ridiculous that you have to shell out all this fucking money just to watch like everything that you want to watch.
Dude,
See, look, I'll put it to you this way. I do a lot of like Kickstarter
Yeah,
and GameFound,
crowdfunding stuff, yeah.
campaigns. Yeah. So there are a bunch of games that I had, and there's this thing called the Dice Tower.
Okay.
Now, what they do is they have like exclusive shit for some of the games that I have. It's like shit that you can only get if you go through
Right.
this Kickstarter, and each like pledge is like, I think it was either $40 or $60. There were like 4 or 5 pieces to 4 or 5 games that I had, but I had to pay for 3 different pledge levels, 3 different, you know what I mean?
Each
So-
one, you had to pay for each.
Exactly. So I ended up paying like $120 just for like 5 cards.
Damn, that is brutal.
It is. Like I saw that they put a new campaign up. I'm like, I'm not even gonna fucking look at it.
Dude, that is
I'm not even
some
touching it.
strong arm tactics right there, man.
It really is. It totally is. And it's like you can't like mix and match. You can't like do any of that shit. And it's like if you have a game and there's something in this this thing that you want, like sometimes they don't even tell you what it is. Like it's for this game. Trust us. You don't have
Will
it.
we lie to
It
you?
won't be. It's not. Yeah, it's not in the game. Do I look like the kind of guy who would lie that to a gamer like you? Yes. No, I mean like, but dude, it is cool. It is cool to have like some of the extra stuff, but
Yeah, but they got you by
You
the
know.
balls, man, because they know
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
the fandom. Like you're going to
exactly
FMO,
'cause,
you know,
dude,
like the
yeah, because there's this one game called Terrorscape.
yeah.
Terrorscape. It's such a fucking dope game. It's a horror game. It's like you play as people in a house.
Oh,
Trying to,
but the
like,
FOMO,
get
man.
out.
They just,
Yeah. No, but dude, it's
Yeah.
like, all right, let's say you and I are playing against each other. It's like there's a big house in front of us.
yeah.
You can't see what I'm doing, and I can't see what you're doing. And it's like you got
Battleship.
like if you're the murderer, if you're like the monster or whatever, you got to try to find me like in the dark. You got to like, it's like
Sounds
you got to
fun,
pick
man.
like certain. Yeah, dude, it's a great game. They even came out with part 2 not too long ago, which I didn't back because it was like amidst the whole like the whole tariff thing, and I'm like, I don't know how much
Oh,
this is
yeah,
going
the
to
tariff
cost.
thing,
So
yeah.
like, yeah, it's like I don't know how much this is going to cost because like there are certain games that that I had paid for shipping for that are like, yeah, we need more money
Yeah.
from you.
By the way, yeah, I know you already shelled
But
out
dude,
this.
exactly, and it's like a lot of people are like, all right, what do I do to get a refund? And it's like, all right, you're gonna have to wait till we send everybody their shit first, and then if you want a refund.
Oh
you
my
get a refund.
god, the
And I'm
waiting
just like,
process for that.
exactly. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it, pay whatever, because like some of them, it's just like it's obviously you don't want to pay anything extra.
But that's another dirty tactic. The dilatory process
It
of
is.
doing that. You just be like, fuck it, I'll just pay the extra thing.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
there's a game that I paid for 3 years ago that I haven't gotten
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. That's the
was
fallacy
the
with
first-
Kickstarters though, because you
Dude,
can
it
wait
was-
and not even get it ever.
Yeah, it was the first. Well, yeah, it was the first game I ever backed on GameFound.
Yeah.
And the reason I backed it was because it was like a Universal Monsters game. Like not not officially, but it had those monsters in it, like the werewolf, and like one of the add-ons was the Gill Man.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm like,
dude,
I
yeah.
need that. You know what I mean?
Fuck
like
yeah.
I have to have this
Dude,
game.
it's our favorite
I
fucking monster.
paid for
man,
it
yeah.
all. I paid for it all like 3 years ago. Paid for the shipping, and then it's like when the tariffs hit, it's like, hey, listen, the tariffs hit, and it's like we're gonna have. It's like, come on, man, we already paid for this. We should have gotten this shit a year ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like because like obviously now at this point it's like 3 years, but it's like 2 years ago, before this even hit, we should have gotten this
way
game.
before, yeah.
We're going on like the 4th year of this game. Gatefall Monsters,
Dude,
you know, I'm
dilatory,
like, what the?
man. Just that.
Yeah,
It's like just that they keep pulling and dude. It reminds me of Legend of the White Dragon, like the movie that was
there you
supposed to be
go.
out like
Yeah,
10 years ago.
yeah,
I'm being hyperbolic, of
yeah,
course, but it was supposed to be out like at least like a year ago or 2 years
yeah.
ago. And
Hmm.
how many people on Kickstarter are bleeding out of their orifices because they still don't have anything? And the fucking dude, from Bat and the Sun's like, yeah, we need more money for doing this, that. And like, dude, just admit you're just siphoning the money for like just put the movie out already. The
Yeah,
guy, dude, David, fucking Frank he's been dead for like 2-3 years now, hasn't he?
yeah.
Jason David
Hmm.
Frank.
Yeah,
And it's like, dude, this movie's never got like, and then the longer it takes for it to come out, the more you have this overwhelming feeling that it's going to be just a smoldering pile of just putrescent bullshit.
but see, like, and that's the thing too when it comes to like some of this shit, where it's like, okay, somebody like you back a game. Let's say it's 2023. You back a game. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you have
So
no
then,
idea.
like, this
You,
shit hits.
there is that
This shit,
level of I'm putting this out there, but I know that there's a risk that it may never come to
right?
fruition.
Well, but see, like that's the thing too, because it's like if they tell you, it's like if they put out a game in 2023. Let's say the campaign opens up like March 2023, right? And it's like estimated delivery is March 2024. Okay. So it's like now you already know when you're supposed to be getting it,
Right.
roughly around the time you're supposed to be getting it. Once that tariff hit, it's like,
It just
okay, I
fucked
get it
everything up.
because
Yeah.
you didn't know that was gonna. But if you backed a game like way before this was even an issue and should have gotten it before it was even an issue, then it's like you should take care of it, dude. There are so many.
Actually, I agree with that 100%
You know what I mean?
because
It's like there are so many companies who who are like, listen, we understand, it really sucks, but look, we're eating up the charges. A lot of these gaming companies are like, look, it we're taking it upon ourselves to not charge you the extra tariffs. Some of them were like, it's optional. If you like, we would appreciate it if you paid for it. If not, just let us know. Some of them are like, listen, if you pay for the extra tariffs, we'll send you extra shit.
yeah,
But this company, like when they first said, it's like, look, we don't know what's going. It's like, look, this game should have been in our hands 2 years ago.
the tariff shouldn't have been
That's
an
on
issue.
you.
Yeah,
That's on you. And we're like, well, what do we do if we want to refund? Well, we can't do that now because it's so late. And it's like, yeah, it's late in the game because
You
you were
took forever.
fucking late giving it to us. And now you're in a position where like you might have to charge us more. It's like, no, that should be on
yeah,
you.
because we should have had
That
it
should be
before
on
this
you.
even took effect.
Exactly.
I agree with that. I totally 100%.
Companies who planned on having it released after the
Yeah.
fact and didn't know, it's like,
That's a
get
different
it.
story. No, I totally agree.
Yeah,
Because that's
'cause a
one
lot
of
of
those
the
things.
times
It's
I'll
like
just
that's not
pay it,
our
but-
problem. That's a you problem. Like
exactly. And
Figure it
we're
out.
going on 4 years with this
yeah,
game.
that's a long
You
wait,
know,
dude. Like
It really is,
because you're investing
dude,
money
and
and
it's
you're
like,
waiting 4 fucking years.
dude, I've backed so many. Dude, I became like a master pledger or whatever they call it. when I forget
He's
what
a
they call it,
master.
but like a pledge
Yeah, pledge
master,
master,
duh. But I've become like a pledge master on there because I've pledged so many games. Dude, I've gotten almost every game that I've pledged since that. And that was the first game I ever
Out of
pledged
all of them, yeah.
on
And you're
GameFound,
still waiting.
and it's not in my, and I'm still waiting for it. Just because I wanted a game with the fucking creature from the Black Lagoon in it.
Dude, I would have done the same thing, man.
And
I'm
it
a
just
sucker for the creature
it's
Black
like
Lagoon.
exactly, and it's just so ridiculous that now, like it's like I always check to see if there's any updates on it because it's like, dude, like you have my money. It's like, dude, if you took our money and you don't give us our game, you can never put out another game on this
Yeah.
again, because there will be people who bombard you and tell you what a
Oh,
fucking
you can get
piece of shit
lambasted.
you
Like,
are.
like they do.
Oh, absolutely, dude, and it happens.
Yeah.
It totally happens.
Deservedly so.
It will happen.
Like
Yeah, exactly, deservedly so, because it's like, yo,
understandably and
how
deservedly.
you see, like, Never Hike Alone, like, I backed that. I
Yeah.
backed part 2
yeah.
on Kickstarter, right? No, I'm sorry, on Indiegogo. Now, before that was even sent out, they opened up another campaign on Kickstarter for I think they call it, was it the Ghost Cut? Basically, it's all 3 movies in one.
Okay.
So people are like, oh, how are you going to have another campaign open without sending out all the other stuff? It's like, listen, we're working on it. And it's like they updated like every step of the way.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like
You
it's
gotta
like if
have
you have
I mean, that's
questions.
another thing too. Not to deviate from that, but just
Exactly.
add to that point. I hate the ones that
Exactly.
they ghost you and you're like, "You motherfuckers." Like, it's like, at least give us up to date. What's
Oh, dude, like there's this company called Viger.
Vega. He's
Viger Power.
Vega.
Yeah. You know, yeah, it's like or Veger,
Yeah.
Veger, Viger,
Yeah,
Veger.
Vigo.
So they put out this thing. It was like a portable charger where you just put your phone on it. You know, if you have an iPhone, you just put your phone on it and it charges it. I'm like, all right, yeah, that seems cool. It was like $26 or whatever. I get it. You know, I charge it. I put my phone on it. I'm like, okay. Go to charge it again.
Dead.
Didn't charge. I emailed the company, and this is through
Company's gone.
Kickstarter. No, it's not that they're
Oh.
gone. Like I emailed the company, and I was like, hey, listen, I've been having issues with this. I'm trying to charge it, and it's not charging. It's not holding a charge. So like, all right, listen, email us here. Send us a video of what it's doing or pictures or whatever. Like, and they wanted a video. I'm like, all right, this is what's happening. They never responded back.
So
They
just
never
ghosted
responded
you.
back. Well, dude, I mean, like, I
Houdini.
go to their Kickstarter page every once in a while, and it's like there were so many people who were having the same issue.
So they just
Some
bailed.
people who didn't receive. It's not that they bailed, dude. They're still a company.
No, but I mean
The
bailed as far as the
exact
project. Like, they're just not like, how do you just disappear?
they're selling it on Amazon now. They're selling it on dude, I wanted to put a
convenient.
review in so bad,
Yeah.
and it's like there's an issue with like the reviews right now. We're only accepting reviews from verified.
We're only
purchasers.
expecting views that are positive.
Exactly. Like I went to customer service, like, yo, I own this. I
Yeah.
want to tell everybody what a piece of
Yeah.
shit this fucking thing is.
Don't
I'm like,
get it.
listen, get them off your website. These people are fucking scumbags.
Dude, that is full unbridled scumbaggery right there.
Dude, I'll never do like electronics through Kickstarter ever again.
Dude, it's so risky because of that shit. Like, and the part is like, what blows me away is their unabashed nature, which they'll just ghost you. Like, dude,
Yeah.
you sold me a bunk product. Like, take ownership.
Yeah.
Like, give me one
It's
that
like,
works.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, but didn't you see the word pledge master next to my name? Do you know who I am?
Dude,
I'm a fucking
pledge
pledge master.
master, bro.
You don't fuck with that shit.
You know what it
You know
takes
what
to
that
become
means?
a master?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a master pledger. The pledge
means
master.
I pledge.
But like I said, like company like Womp Stomp Films, the ones who do the Never Hike Alone movies, updates all throughout. You know what I mean? It's not like they're keeping you in the
Yeah,
dark.
it seems to be like superficially above board. In other words, they
Yeah.
do what they do and they keep you updated the way it should be.
Exactly. And it's like this is their third crowdfunding
Project.
Never Hike Alone 2 was their third crowdfunding project.
What was so obviously the first?
So there was Never Hike
Right.
Alone, and then there was Never Hike in the Snow.
Oh, okay.
And then there was Never Hike Alone 2.
Gotcha.
And now there's that like the ghost cut, I think they're calling it. Basically it's all three movies in one, but there's gonna be like extra scenes in it that they cut out of it
Now,
and shit.
is it
So
all three movies in a continuous manner? Like it
I think, yeah, I believe so.
like, yeah, are they making it like one long like Lord of the
I
Rings
think
film?
so, yeah. Well, yeah, because there was a ghost cut, I believe. I think that's what they called it, the ghost cut. I think the ghost cut was part 1 and Never Hike in the Snow.
Okay.
I think it was those two movies together. Now this new one's gonna have like all because like the movies are each like maybe an hour long.
Yeah, we watched because you told me about them, and I've watched.
Yeah.
I don't know if I watched
Dude.
Snow one. I think I watched the second one. Was Tom Matthews in 1 and 2?
Yes, Tom Matthews was in part 1 and part 2. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't watched them in a while.
Like, I
but,
know we're going to talk about this at one point, but like I enjoyed them. Like, those were actually good movies for what they were.
Yeah, dude. As far as like the Jason fan films
Yeah.
go, top.
Yeah. No, I
Best.
agree. Yeah, we'll definitely highlight.
Well, I mean,
that,
you and I have
yeah.
both watched like a shit ton of.
Oh,
fucking,
dude, I had
know-
nausea. Like, dude, I remember like just like spending hours just watching, the connected videos on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, because it's like when you're a fan and you love like I love Jason. I love Jason movies, and it's like there's no more like official Jason movies coming out. It's like, all right, let me check out some of these fan
Dude, I love
movies.
Jason too. Like, it's
Yeah, exactly. And it's like some of them are really good. Like the Never Hike I would say are the top.
I would
When it comes to the
as
Jason
far as
flicks.
what I've seen, I would have to agree.
Yeah,
Top
dude, and
tier
I've
as far as
seen
the fan films.
well, because there were a lot of them. They're just like complete shit.
Oh, dude, some of them. We're not gonna name
Yeah.
them, but they're some abysmal, almost
Yeah.
insulting offerings. It's like you should have just shoved this up your ass and just kept it up there.
And it's so crazy because, like, some of them were,
Funded, yeah,
crowdfunding
I
projects,
know.
and
I
I'm
actually
like
refer to those as crowd fucking because that's what they're doing.
but see, you know
Fudgy.
what I think? It's like when I read, like, reviews on it, it's like, now does this person really think this movie is good? Or did this person put money into it and is just trying to convince themselves that they love it? It's like, "Well, I paid for it. It's
Well,
good."
I'll just respond with this. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
I mean, dude, fucking listen. I'll tell you this though. I backed the My Bloody Valentine fan film, Valentine Bluffs. It was a good flick. It was good. I enjoyed it. You know the kind of acting that you're normally gonna
Oh, you
get
know,
in a
the
fan
bar.
film.
You're expected. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
You're
if
keeping
you
expectations
know,
low.
if in your mind you're thinking like, well, these actors, it's like, look, that's when you got to look past like the act. It's like if you're in the theater and the
Yeah.
acting's bad, then you're like, all right,
Well,
what the
you
fuck?
definitely have a means for your attention, but like come on,
Yeah,
judge
so,
accordingly.
yeah, exactly. So, but the Valentine Bluffs was a good one. I enjoyed that one.
I didn't. You have to watch that, but yeah, I remember you talking about
Yeah,
it and
yeah,
stuff.
it was like for what it was. I mean, dude, it was such an unlikely fan
Yeah,
film. You know what I mean? It's like, really? A My Bloody Valentine fan film? Yeah, count
yeah.
me
Why
in, man.
not?
Like,
Yeah, fuck it.
I backed it, man. Like, got the Blu-ray, got the
Yeah, dude. I
T-shirt, got
remember
the
when you were
posters,
excited
got
about it because I remember when it came
oh,
out.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude. I even got, like, they even sent me, like, a copy of the script too,
that's right.
you
Yeah,
know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that
the
was
pledge
part of
amount. Yeah,
what I pledged, but yeah.
but I forgot about that.
So,
That's right. You got the
I mean, listen, I haven't backed many fan films. I think those are the only 2, or like, well, because like I said, I did back the newest, Never Hike Alone, like, project,
right.
which is, like I said, it's all 3 movies together. I didn't back Ghosts in the Fog, which is also from Womp Stomp Films, but it's a short animated fan film.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like, I think it's only like 9 minutes long, and it hasn't released yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And it's like I saw like stills of it. It's in black and white. I don't know if the whole movie's in black and white or they're just putting stills out in black and white. Either way,
Dude, black and white
I'm
can work, man. You know, like it
I'm all about it, dude.
far out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, animated, like an animated Jason flick, like that's fucking cool.
Dude, I love
You know?
animation, man. Like
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
done right.
I mean, see, like, yeah, see, like the cool thing about a lot of these fan films is like if you back it, it's like you get the cool shit.
Yeah.
You get the Blu-rays, you get the T-shirts, you get the posters, whatever comes like with any pledge tier. But you don't have to back it because they all put it on YouTube.
Yeah. Eventually.
I like the cool shit.
Yeah. I don't
You
blame
know
you.
what I mean?
Like,
Dude, Never Hike Alone, dude. I even got the vinyl soundtrack.
yeah.
I got like I have it like I think I have like 2 versions of it because there was a website that actually sold it like outside of the Indiegogo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like I got the exclusive Indiegogo one. I got the exclusive one from the website that had it and the cassettes.
Yeah.
So like,
You scooped it all up, man. That's
oh well, dude, but you know how I am with like, vinyl scores
of course.
for movies and shit. I'm always about
It's
that.
all
I
of it.
love that. Especially, I mean, dude, there was a game that I backed that came with a record too. What was it? It was like the 1920s something, and it's like, yeah, this tier has a record. I'm like,
Yeah, no, yeah.
give me
As
that.
soon as you hear
I
like you don't have to finish the word record. Yeah, I
It's
just
exactly, and dude, like, it's not like this game doesn't exist outside of anywhere but through this campaign, you know? So it's like, who knows what's gonna be on this record? It's not like it's based off of a TV show or a movie or whatever. It's like, you know what? We just decided to make a record with music that you can listen to while you play the game.
dude, I
There
love
you
the
go.
crowdfunding with music, especially with bands.
Yeah,
Because I told you
yeah.
my favorite experience was my favorite band, Black Lab. They did
Okay.
a crowdfund. It was actually Kickstarter because I think that was a little bit before Indiegogo became more of the go-to for all
Okay.
the bands.
Yeah.
But I mean, at this point, it's going back like 10 plus years.
Okay.
But they were making a new album and they did it purely through Kickstarter.
Oh, that's dope.
So I, got the shirt, got like like pledged, like one where you got like the shirt and like the CD
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And And you waited, and it came out, and the fucking album was amazing. And the top pledge, the highest tier one, was one where they actually, I think it was only two slots, and if you paid for that, I think it was like $1,000 or something like that. They actually go to you and do a personal performance.
Oh, that's dope. That's
It
awesome.
gets even, dude. It gets even like better because the two people that got it, the one person lived in New York, and instead of having to go to the
Okay.
house, they knew someone. They were friends with the person that owned the Mercury Lounge,
Oh shit. Okay.
and
That's cool.
they had them perform there. And what was even better is it was free for everyone that pledged for that Kickstarter. All you had to do was go there. So I went there, and
Oh,
it
that's
was,
dope,
dude. I
dude.
hung out
That's
with them. The
awesome.
two of them were there. You know what I mean? And
That's fucking cool,
Paul Durham,
man.
the singer, and it was a really intimate show because only like maybe like 30, 40 people tops. It was a small place. They actually recorded it live and free on Kickstarter. Like it became a double, like an album. Like that,
Oh wow.
yeah. So that was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had with it because of how it worked out like that. And
Yeah.
it was awesome, dude.
So what did you have to do to prove that you pledged it? Like you just show them like on
Yeah,
your
you
phone,
show them
like
like
that's
you
cool,
receive
man.
it,
That's really
and
cool.
it has your name and everything, and you just went there and completely free.
Dude,
Like, and I bought a shirt there. You know what I mean? Of course, and
that's so fucking cool,
yeah,
man. That really see like that's something that like
especially when it's your
that's
favorite
like
band. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, dude, like something that I backed on Kickstarter. I mean, like not as cool as your story, but it was a record. It was an old band from a band from the 90s releasing their first album on vinyl for the first time through Kickstarter.
what band was that?
Do you remember a band called The Presidents of the
Oh, of
United States of
course.
America? I know you do. I'm just I know
Steve
you
Love,
do.
Steve
But
Love.
yeah, yeah, dude, they did a Kickstarter to release their first album on
Oh,
vinyl,
you were all
and I
over that
backed it.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, oh
Oh,
yeah,
you
dude,
would.
I
Yeah.
backed it. I backed it. I did the 2 records because my brother wanted one
Yeah.
too. So like, yeah, dude, and I'll be honest with you, back then, I mean, because look, it's a first pressing.
Right.
It is literally a first pressing. So many years after the album came out, and I'm like, yeah, what like my brother's like, dude, did you see this? I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah. Why
You
not,
know?
man?
And it was the first time I had listened to that whole album.
Yeah.
And it's a
I've never
great
listened to the
album.
album. Yeah.
It's a really good album. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, what the fuck? Like, because it's like back then when this band came out, it's like if people weren't just singing the song Lump, they were singing the song Peaches.
Yeah. Peaches was like all over the
And it
play.
was like, yeah, and I was like, this song's so silly.
Yeah.
And everybody was sucking that song's dick.
Yeah. Hardcore.
Like, you know what I mean?
Eat it
So
like
I'm just like,
it's so
whatever.
juicy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I was just like, okay, yeah, whatever, like, but yeah, after listening to the album in its like entirety, I'm like, this is some good music. Like, this is good shit. This is very 90s. You
Oh,
know what I
so
mean? It's
90s.
like,
Yeah.
you know,
Dude, that reminds me of Possum Kingdom. Like the
dude, that was another one that was
Toadies. Like
re-released on
knew
vinyl.
those handful of songs, but then one day I actually listened to the album like decades later, and I'm like, dude, this is a really good
Yeah,
album, dude. Like this band is
I know.
awesome.
Dude, that's one of the beautiful things about vinyl
Yeah.
is that like you listen
So
to
much,
the whole
yeah,
album
yeah.
all the way
Because
through.
yeah, well, it's an
You know what I mean?
experience. It's you.
Exactly. Especially if you have like all right, the record player I have in my bedroom, it's a Sony. It's one of the ones where you put it on the first song, and when it gets to the end, it lifts up and goes back,
Mm.
The one I have behind me, it's like if you wanna put it down, it's like this side of the record's over, you gotta lift it up yourself and move
Oh,
over. Like, this one
manual.
I had to yeah, dude,
I
like,
I want
totally
record
manual.
players that shift themselves.
No, but dude, like, I had to put the belt
Yeah.
in this myself. I had to calibrate the
Oh, this
arm
is meticulous
myself.
as fuck, man. Dude, you
Oh,
gotta.
yeah, dude. Well, because this is like and I'm not, like, bragging, this is top of the line shit right here.
So top of the line
This is
means more
audio
work.
it means more work, but it also means, like, a
Sound, right?
better
Yeah.
system. Yeah, it's, Audio Technica, and it was, like, was it the LP 160?
Okay.
But this was before, like, they didn't, like, necessarily discontinue it, they just tweaked it and, like, called it the LP 620B or something like
Okay.
that, or 160B or something like that. But the one that I have, I got it before they removed, like, the reverse function.
Oh.
So, like, there's a reverse function on this record player, and You know, it's like, you know how like sometimes like songs will have like something that's in like reverse,
Yeah.
like backwards, and it's like you press that button, it's like, what the hell did he just
I am
say?
Satan.
Boop. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was really just you know, Michael Bishop singing Careless Whisper
Oh my god.
at the at
Out
the
of all
beginning of
songs,
at the
apropos.
beginning of at the beginning of Ollie North
Yeah.
on Hello. You know, so
I
it's
know.
just like
Dude, Ollie
we
North out
hurt
of all
each other
things.
with the things we want to say. But yeah, it's a cool little. I don't use it often, but it's like it's cool that I have it because like after I bought it, I showed it to my brother and he thought it was like really cool, and it was like right at the point that they discontinued it.
Man, yeah,
So,
got right in there,
but
man.
he was lucky enough. He was lucky enough to find one, and he was like, "All right, I got it."
That's
So,
kinda cool, man, to have that, like
yeah, I mean, dude, it's like it's not something that you're going to use often, but it's like I want the option to.
well, that's
You know,
we
it's like
always want the option to, that's the thing.
exactly. Yeah, it's like once you take options away, it's like, you know what? Fuck
Yeah.
you. I don't want it.
So is
I don't want it
so
now.
now, does that mean if that ever goes that I mean, knock on wood here, not that it ever will, but if that ever went awry, that machine, does that mean you're gonna be forced to have to, like, get a new one? Like, that thing's gone, right? Like, it's
No, because these can always be like fixed.
okay,
If the
you
belt
can't
goes,
actually
you could always get another belt. If the needle, I mean, needles you always have to.
I know there's
replace
components that
after a
you could
certain amount
always,
of
like,
times.
replace.
Yeah.
But you ever get worried, like, you know, when you have something to like, man, if they ever like, like they're gonna take away
Dude,
my feature. Like,
honestly, like every time I turn on my 3D TV, I feel that
you feel exactly
because it's like because like at least I can get another record player.
yeah, it's like an ever
You know what
growing
I mean?
like
It's like
abscess in me. Like I just feel that overwhelming dread.
yeah, I mean, you know, it's like another record player might not have the reverse feature, but again, it's not something that absolutely necessarily need. But if my 3D TV goes, that's it.
Yeah,
You know, it's like
be
I
neat.
can't get another 3D TV. I can get like a 3D projector. They still make
So
like
3D TVs
I don't think it's
are
that they
officially
still
gone.
they're obsolete. Like at least in the US.
Damn.
I know that. Well, because like for a while when I wasn't I mean for a while like after they like discontinued making 3D TVs in the US, they were still selling 3D Blu-ray movies like overseas, you know, like I have a lot of import 3D movies that are region free.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's because they still were releasing Blu-ray DVD Blu-ray 3D Blu-rays in other countries. You know, so I was able to get some of those imports to be able to watch here. You know, it's like when
God, the whole region free thing. I remember back in the day with DVDs, you getting these
yeah.
movies, and you had to worry about region free because it's like, oh, I can't watch this.
Well, because like I think it was like around the time that like because like there were you know how like every like Marvel movies in 3D, and for a while they were selling all these Marvel movies in 3D on Blu-ray in the US, but a lot of them I had to get the
Yeah.
imports of like Avengers, Black Panther. I think I even had to get no, because the DC movies were still kind of coming out in 3D after even after Marvel stopped releasing them in the US. So like a lot of the Marvel movies I had to get like the
Right.
imports of,
Dude, I've had to do
you know.
that. Like going back, like one of my favorite movies from back in the day was a little like, was it an indie flick? I don't know if it's necessarily an indie flick, but it was like it was called The Truth About Demons. Do you remember that movie at all?
Okay. No,
Okay.
not at all.
It was a wild flick, dude. It was just one of those things I just watched, and it was like about like this cult, and like the head of the cult was very anti-LaVey looking, you know, and it was called,
Okay.
dude, it was Carl Urban, who I love. I love Carl Urban. It was like him
Oh,
early, like a
okay.
younger before
Yeah.
Doom, before like you know, God, take
You cunt.
yeah, dude, he's fucking great, man. I love fucking Carl Urban,
Yeah.
and it was a wild movie, and I bought it like on eBay back in the day, you know, and it was a region for I couldn't watch it. Like I had to get a fucking like I remember I put it on my
Oh,
VCR
that
because
sucks.
it was the movie was made in New Zealand, and I think the
Mhm.
DVD was from New Zealand. Like I had whatever region, and I just sucked. It took me a while to get. I had to get a device, you know, that I could actually watch.
Oh, so like you actually got like the converter for it
Yeah,
to be able to watch it. Oh, that's wild,
but
dude.
dude, I'm so excited when I finally got it and I put it in. It's like nothing's playing. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, so I had to buy like one of those cheap like DVD players that just region free. Like, and I
Yeah.
was like so pissed because like I literally, you know, you want the instant gratification. Like I
Yeah,
immediately
yeah.
ran up into my room and put it in. And it was like,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
and your DVD player is like,
It
what
was like,
is
yeah,
this?
it was like, this is like region free. Like I don't know.
This tastes
Yeah,
weird.
like
what do you
it
what are you
actually
feeding
spit
me
it out.
here?
Like it came out like a frisbee and just went right back into the case. And I was like, chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
I was like, you fucking bitch.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do like the Frighteners. You
Oh yeah,
bitch.
I should have done that one. I was actually thinking about the in my head. I was thinking about
Uh,
I was trying to remember what movie that was. Oh, it was the state MTV the state. They did a skit like you fuzzy cootie. As I was about to say.
see, I would
I
have
stopped.
gotten
Well,
that.
that's why I stopped myself because I was gonna have to
But I
explain the
remember
skit.
they used to, yeah, because I remember they did something like that with like I think it was like Dentine. It's like shut your mouth, you lint liquor.
I just picture somebody going to like a carpet or like a bad suit, like all the lint. I love my lint. But dude, one thing I want to add real quick is this is going back to what we were talking about with the Ninja Turtles getting a little fatty here. I wanted to mention this because I was so nostalgic for it, and I wish they would bring it back. The cream pies. Do you remember the fucking Ninja Turtle vanilla
How
pudding
did I
pie?
know you were going to say
Yeah,
that? I had
dude,
a
I have
feeling
to
you were
mention it
gonna
because
say
I
that.
wanted to
Go
mention it
ahead.
earlier, but I didn't want to deviate before we were going through. But dude, those things were the fucking best, man. I know there's a petition out there. I've signed it to bring it back. Those green,
But
those neon green, fucking, like
yeah,
icing.
it was. See, that's the thing, man. I remember two versions of this,
What, a good one and a bad
and I
one?
could be completely no, I could be completely wrong. Maybe it's just like maybe I'm just remembering shit that's not real. I remember like the regular looking cake, like the Hostess cake with green ooze inside, like green colored vanilla ooze
Mm.
pudding. But I also remember the green cake with the vanilla
I just
pudding
remember the
inside.
fruit. Oh, sorry. I remember the pie. It was like the fruit, like that. It was like those, almost like an oval type shape. Had
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. It
green
was like it
paint,
was
like
like
the
it was
green, like paint. It was like
it
paint,
was
the
like
green
empanada
icing.
shaped.
Right. And it had the vanilla pudding inside. I don't remember the other one though.
Yeah, see, for some reason I remember I could just be like imagining things, but because maybe it's just because I thought that made more sense to have like green colored vanilla pudding inside because the ooze was green and all
Yeah, yeah.
that shit.
Like the concept makes sense. I just don't remember that.
Yeah, I could like honestly, I could be completely wrong. I could just be making it up. It could have been a dream I had and thought it was real.
Could
You know how that shit
well,
happens.
could have been a conflation, or could be a Mandela effect. Who knows?
I knew you were gonna say
Yeah, you know it's coming.
Of course,
Could have been a
man.
Mandela
It's probably
effect.
yeah, could be. Could be.
Either way, I'll take either one of them. I just want that back.
Right, dude, like, I mean,
Let's
oh
not
my
split
god, we're
hairs
talking
here. They were
about
fucking
well,
delicious.
we're
Like,
yeah, they were, dude, they were the regular shit, just colored differently.
and yeah,
It's like back when,
you weren't reinventing the
that's
wheel, but they don't make that product anymore. That's the problem.
yeah,
It's not like they still
and
make
dude
the vanilla pudding pies. They don't. They stopped making them altogether.
yeah, altogether, yeah.
That's the problem.
Dude,
Like it's.
like and they got rid of Suzy Q's. Like, what the
Oh,
fuck
did
happened to
they? I
Suzy?
remember
Like,
Susie. Yeah.
why? Why? What was like,
What was wrong
dude,
with a Suzy
wha
Q?
exactly, like, what is so much worse about a Suzy Q than the other shit that Hostess puts
Yeah.
out? It's all fucking bad for
Enlighten
you.
us.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Like, why you
dude, those
pick and
were so
choose? Like, okay, that's no
yeah,
good. Okay.
those were so good, man, Suzy Q's.
Yeah, I do remember them.
But but as much as that Ninja Turtle pie, the green pie with the vanilla pudding tasted exactly like just like the regular colored pie with the vanilla pudding. It's like when Oreos first started putting out like the orange colored cream for Halloween. It's like, oh my god, we got to get those. Oh, tasted exactly
Yeah,
the
it's all
same.
gimmicky bullshit.
It was all
It's
yeah, it
visual
was all gimmicky
satisfaction.
bullshit. Exactly. And then on Christmas when they make the red ones, same
Yeah.
flavor, just different color.
But once again, man, like, dude, I get it. You don't want to make the gimmicky bullshit, but they went, that's it. We're done. No vanilla pies for you. I'm like, you fucking scumbags.
Yeah, it just makes no
Bring
sense.
back
I
the
mean, like,
pies.
yeah, even the fruit pies were good, and I don't even know if they
Oh,
have
those
those
little
anymore.
fruit pies, the 2 squares?
Yeah,
I remember that shit.
yeah. Yes, exactly. But they still make Table Talk. You remember the Table Talk? Like it
Is
was
that the
just
little
like
mini
a
pie? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They still have those.
Those do still exist.
Yeah,
You get like one of those with like a little barrel drink. Do you remember? Do you remember? It was just colored water. It was like, can I have the red water, please?
dude. Whenever I feel like being adventurous, I'll pick those up at the Dollar Tree, man.
They still have those?
Yeah, they have them at the Dollar
No
Tree.
kidding.
Yeah, dude. It's funny, like some of the shit that you find at the Dollar Tree, dude. Like, remember when I told you that they had Fago? You're like, what?
Dude, I was
Yeah,
actually
they
going to
got
go there
Faygo.
before this, but this one's been
Right.
closed for days due to heating issues. At least what's written on the.
Oh, that
And I'm like,
sucks.
how long does it take to fix this?
And the reason I say that sucks is not because you can't go to Dollar Tree. I just feel bad for whoever works
Oh
there because
yeah,
they're not getting paid for the days that they're off.
yeah.
Either that or they're getting sent to another Dollar Tree in like a shitty neighborhood. It's like,
Like
listen,
Satan's
put this
asshole. That is like,
just put this bulletproof
yeah.
vest on and get on the fucking
Here,
train.
here's his
Okay?
Iron Man suit. Just wear this.
You want to keep your job? Get the fuck
Keep your
out of
job,
here.
slob. Keep it. Yeah, I want them open. I just want to get some shit in there. They got the
what?
stuff that I want in there. No, they do. It's like there's certain things what's unique about that store is obviously it's nothing new, but it's just they get certain
Right.
items that you just can't find anywhere. Like whether it's a snack, whether it's like they have like a certain chili oil that I really like. It's like every once in a while you come to a certain item that actually has decent ingredients, and it's like, and you can only find it there. And of course, because it's Dollar Tree, it's like $1.25 or something, and it's like, and you're fucking close.
Yeah.
Like, fix the heat already. It's been 3 days. Come on.
Yeah, well, dude, one of the funny things too is like when I started making like the Jason masks and
That's
stuff.
right. Yeah.
It's like when I make like a part 7, it's like the holes are a little higher on those masks than they are. So it's like when when I was watching like the tutorial on it, this guy, Big Hush,
Yeah. Big
he's
Hush is
called.
great, man.
Yeah, love him.
Outstanding work, man. Like,
Yeah, dude, I learned a lot of shit from watching
Yeah.
him and a couple of other guys, but like him mostly because like he's the one who
he really set the
like,
bar for me as far as what I've seen. Like, as far as
yeah, it's like, well, he was like the inspiration for me to like try other
Yeah.
shit, other than just like, just the straight up Jason mask, and he used this like particular rubber cement to like cover the hole and then like, sand it down, paint over it and shit. And I'm like I'm going to like Home Depot. I'm like looking on Amazon to try and find this shit. And it's like I'm buying like all this shit that like I thought was like what it was.
Yeah.
Fucking thing was at Dollar
Yeah,
Tree.
see, that's what I'm talking
The
about.
whole fucking time it was at Dollar Tree.
It's it's
And I
these
told-
little things they have.
Yeah, I'm like, this is the exact one that he used in the video. Why is it
I
here
know.
and not there?
Dude,
why is this not in a hardware store?
It's so anomalous. It's like, what out of all, where'd you get this? What genie do you
Yeah.
have? Like, what? It's like, I will give you this, but
Yeah,
give me
dude,
your
I'm
soul.
like, yeah, I was so surprised. I was like, holy shit, this is
I
the one
know.
he used in
That,
the
dude,
video.
that's it. You just,
And now it's
that's a
here.
testament
Like,
to what
the
my
fuck?
point I was making. It's they have those little
Yeah,
things. It's-
exactly.
even you experience it. It's
Yeah, and it's like sometimes you find shit that you didn't realize that you needed until you saw it.
yeah, fucking
You know
A,
what I mean?
Dollar Tree. Even though it's $1.25 tree now, but it's still.
Yeah, dude. Like I'll be honest though, it's like I can't imagine what it's like to work at a Dollar
Oh
Tree.
no, that's like, dude. The only place worse is DMV. I can only imagine. Like it depends on like what area of the colon in Satan's asshole you want to be at. Like it's
Like I feel like Dollar Tree is one of those places where it's worse to be a worker there than it is to be a customer.
dude, when you walk in there, you immediately feel like the energy just siphoning out of you. Like it's just like this weird brooding type of darkness that exists within it. And it's just like it's like a black hole. And you could tell everyone that works there just is miserable. And I know I feel
But
for
some
them.
of them-
Like it's
Yeah, dude, so do I. And but some of them try, like some of them like, hi.
oh,
how you
they're
doing? I'm
new.
like,
Joe, they'll get broken in.
that's the thing. It's like I don't know if they're new or not, but I'm always nice to them because like I know that they're dealing with people walking up to them. How much is
Yeah.
this? How much is this?
And this
Like, motherfucker, it's $1. Like if there's no price tag on it, it's
must
$1.
be free.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you go to buy the fridge, it's like everything has a price under it. Because like there's certain things that are more than $1. Like
Oh, yeah.
like we were
At this-
talking about, like
especially
if
at
you
this
want the
point,
fish sticks, if you want the fish sticks, you want the White Castle burgers, it's more than $1. If it's not marked, it's a fucking dollar. Well,
That is general rule.
$1.25.
Well, whatever the
Yeah.
the foundation is. Obviously that
Yeah.
increases, but that is the typical expectation. There's no
Yeah.
price on it. It's usually the bare minimum.
I will say this, like I hate when I go into like a just like a small no name like 99-cent shop. It's like it's like 99 cents plus.
Yeah.
It's like you
Everything's
go in
plus,
there-
dude. Everything.
Exactly.
I've
There is
never
not
seen
one
one
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
There is not one thing that is 99
I couldn't concur
cents.
more, dude. It's never like it's like show me an item that is actually this price.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like they don't even sell like the 35-cent gum.
Nothing.
or whatever it
Dude,
is for one of
nothing
those.
is that price. It's the biggest bait and
It is.
switch.
It is. It's like, oh, 99-cent plus. That means prices start at 99 cents and go up to fucking
Good luck finding one.
$100,672.
What say you,
It's
Columbo?
so, dude. And the crazy thing is, though, it's like some of the shit that you look at in these stores, it's like those are paper plates. Those are paper plates that you get from a pizzeria.
Yeah. And you're
Why are they $8?
shrewd move, burger.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's like just like those plates are like just one level above loose leaf paper.
Yeah.
And you're gonna charge me $800.
And that's arguable as far as that level. Like,
yeah, and you're gonna charge me $8 for 100.
dude, you ever put like chips in that and like the plate bends? Is like, there's chips on here. What the fuck is
yeah, you gotta like
what
fold
can
it.
I put on here that won't bend this? A napkin?
It's like, yeah, it's like you gotta make like a paper plate taco to keep everything
because you have
inside
to
of
add
it.
that rigidity to it. Like it's
Yeah. It's like, don't move, don't fold, don't fold.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can put the pizza and the
you
pizza ends up
motherfucker.
leaning down. It's like,
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I always end up using like my better paper plates.
yeah, the good ones. You save that.
Yeah,
It's like the napkin, like the Taco
good-
Bell napkins. Like, don't use that for the guest.
Yeah, it's like the not quite Dixie plates. They're Amazon
The Ixie.
brand.
We can't afford the D.
Yeah. No, use the good ones. Use the Quixies.
The Quixies.
You know?
The Dicks.
All right.
I guess we're going to wrap up with episode 5. I'm Storm.
I'm Giuseppe.
Peace. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Storm here. I just want to thank you guys for hanging with us. So, dude, for real. If you like it and you want more, like, share, subscribe. Shout out the rooftops. Any methodology you wish to employ, the power is yours. Use it wisely. Until next time.